Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I'm your host, Jose Garza, and this is episode 278. Tonight with me is my boy, my co-host, Milton Wynn. He is the Big King. You don't want to mess with him. Try it. You won't win a single round. But nonetheless, guys, we're here tonight to be talking about the AFC North. We're here to talk about our top 15 corners. Milton, how are you doing?
I am good, dude. You didn't say I am your host, Jose Garza. Where did that come? Yeah.
I told you, bro. I don't know if you saw the text. My brain is fried right now. Like, I'm everywhere. Guys, I'm your host, Jose Garza. What up?
There it is.
If you didn't hear it the first 77 times, you ain't going to get it the 278th time, all right?
Sure. Yeah, that's a special episode because he didn't introduce himself first. That's crazy. I don't like it. But I'm good, dude. I'm happy to be here. Happy to talk ball. Very excited to talk this specific division, this specific as far as defensive position. Very excited to talk about this, man. Thanks for having me, of course.
Of course, brother. Well, you are the man who's been here every week for these divisional round matchups and all these top 15 talks. You've stayed true with me here, Milton. I appreciate you, brother.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
But nonetheless, one member of the teams out here that didn't stay true to themselves, or maybe they did, and we just laugh at them for reasons, is the Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
Stan Pat, they know how to lose all their top guys and go ahead and just look like utter shit. Let's just be honest. They are the Browns. They are utter shit.
Yes.
Milton, then like 2-3 years ago, they got that stupid new dog logo. Where the fuck is it?
And now they went back to the elf, I think.
Oh God.
Which the dog logo I could get behind. The dogs, the dog pound, all of that really, makes it a kind of tough-ass team. And then now, they're already the Cleveland Browns. The name is really bad. And then now you have a fighting elf in the middle of your field.
Oh, yeah, brother. You know what you wanted out there. Thanks, Jimmy Haslam. Thanks, Andrew Berry.
Yeah.
Thanks, Todd Monken. Thank you for all your contributions to looking like shit.
Yeah, how do you want to attack it first? The whole off-season stuff, where they stand now? Like, how do you want to attack it before we go into their schedule?
Before we look at all the horrible things that they did this off-season, do we want to give them at least a little bit of, like, good job?
Sure.
They did trade for Jared Verse. They got a first, a second, and a third throughout the next 3 years.
That's good.
In the loss of losing Myles Garrett, which makes sense. Myles Garrett is in his 30s. He's ready. He's been ready for a championship run, so it's fair that he gets to be moved from here. But in return, did he get Jared Verse? And that is a guy that you can definitely look fond to.
Sure.
They drafted Spencer Fano out of Utah. They needed obviously another tackle to protect whatever quarterback insert name here they have for that week. And then Casey Concepcion. The fact that they still have Jerry Jeudy on the team, ugh. So they needed a guy like Casey with his talents coming out of Texas A&M, and of course Denzel Boston out of Washington. They needed those guys so they make some kind of splash on the offensive side. So those are some of the positives, I would say, and doing Myles Garrett a solid by sending him away to a great team. Those are the positive things I can throw out there. Milton, do you have anything?
I will say positive before we get into the negative, because that's going to be a majority of what we talk about when we talk to the Browns. Like you said, Fano, I love that piece because of the offensive line. That just adds depth. But then I will say there is a bright spot from what I saw last year. Statistics aside, Quinshon Judkins, if he is healthy, I think he is going to be one of those running backs that are going to be like that prominent name. Not a top 5 running back necessarily, but you don't have to be that in this league. If you are like Frank Gore-esque, not he's saying he's Frank Gore. Don't hear what I'm not saying. But if he can be in that kind of like trajectory, like over 1,000 yards consistently, he has that kind of build. He has that kind of skill set. And I do like that for them for the future. Also, they got the killer in Mason Graham. I think he's ought to step up with the new defensive coordinator that they brought over. He's more of like a Robert Saleh disciple kind of guy. So I would say those would be the bright spots. And like you said, future with the draft picks, that's just going to be a good thing. Fingers crossed, depending on who's picking. Jared Verse, of course, is going to be a household name. Yeah, I think bright spots, that's about it. I will also say this because there is a negative when it comes to the quarterback situation. But I will say positives that at least we can extrapolate from the training camp discussions are it is a battle that could be good or bad, of course, but it seems to be that both of the players are starting to play at their best right now. So that's a positive, if we can say anything positive about the Browns. Now that we got that out the way, I mean, hey, we could poo-poo on them because they made a lot of bad decisions. The coaching decision, as far as Todd Monken, me and you are, I believe, on record saying that not the greatest coaching hire. Don't believe he'll last the entire year. Losing Jim Schwartz. I like the defensive coordinator they got, but it's a totally different style of system, and I don't know how that will be good. And historically, I've been super high on the secondary, and their secondary is still good. So, again, don't hear what I'm not saying, but it's not as deep as it used to be in the past. So, one injury could really break this defense down.
Yeah. Let's start with the head of the table. In this case, that's going to be on the field, which is Todd Monken. Todd Monken previously was the Baltimore Ravens offensive coordinator under John Harbaugh. Honestly, didn't do bad, didn't do too crazy over there. I think he did, a good positive post Greg Roman's position over there. I think you saw a little bit of difference and some things you liked, but especially in the last 2 years over there, and this could have been more of a John thing than it was Todd. I hated what they did to Derrick Henry to just limit him and not let him be himself. Because you saw even with limitations, he was still barely right there by 2,000 yards.
Right.
And so I think that was stupid. And then just the fact that John Harbaugh left that cushy job, left the job where he won a Super Bowl at, where he was obviously the head guy over there. Obviously, there was probably tensions with Lamar and all that stuff that was rumored out there. But to leave a job because the players or Lamar specifically said, we don't want Todd Monken here anymore, we want a different OC, and you leave your job for him, it sounds nuts. Todd Monken, respectfully, he's the Joe Biden of the NFL. He's old. He's tired. Get him out of here. What the fuck is he doing at the helm? Yes, is there older guys out there? Sure. But have you seen Todd Monken? He looks the oldest.
And they already have history too, as far as head coaching and all of that. The older guys. Go ahead.
What's the dude that tried to run during Hillary's time? Barry Sanders? No, that's not right.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
That's Todd Monken. That's how old he looks.
Bernie got way more charisma though.
Younger in age, but old, but looks old as hell.
Yeah.
That's Todd Monken. And Todd Monken, bro, you're ready for retirement 20 years ago. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what the Cleveland Browns are thinking. You had Jim Schwartz in the building. Come on, bro. Like he literally, same age and he looks 20 years younger.
Yeah, right. The stress levels for Jim Schwartz has definitely died down. So I think that, I'm glad you mentioned that. I think that was a huge miss for the Browns. Andrew Berry and company, whoever's decision that was, because now you lost y'all's great defensive coordinator calling the plays. He could have just bumped up to head coach, and you still could have got the DC that you have now.
We're not even talking about the fact that they let Kevin Stefanski go.
Yeah, two-time coach of the year.
Respectfully, he can only do so much. Now, did I agree with everything he did? No, absolutely not.
No.
But Andrew Berry, Jimmy Haslam, they're the guys that brought in Deshaun Watson. They're the guys that gave full contracts, guaranteed contracts to that guy. And how's he been doing since he got to the Cleveland Browns? Mm-hmm. Disgusting. So now you make the mistake also, with Todd Monken. Well, I'm really excited to hear Milton's predictions later on about how this team is probably going to be the 0-17 team or whatever record he got for them. But the real question is, Milton, what is there other than the positive stuff we brought in earlier? And we didn't even mention Denzel Ward getting an extension. Congrats to him.
Yeah, of course.
What is there to talk about really with this team? This team is nothing but garbage.
Well, at least as far as what's there to watch for all the viewers out there that aren't Browns fan, which is going to be 98.9% of viewers, is the quarterback battle. Like it or love it, Deshaun Watson, like him or hate him, or there's no liking. Hate him or not hate him, Shador Sanders, however you feel about him, I wish there was a bit more reasonable conversations when it comes to Shador, because it seems to be either, oh, he's being blackballed and he's actually the next coming of Joe Montana, or oh, he's absolute dog poop and he shouldn't even be a backup. You know what I mean? There's no in between. And I wish there was an honest conversation with Shador. So I think that's at least a fascinating battle to watch as the season progresses. Deshaun Watson, I mean, we all probably believe that he's not even 50% of what he was, and he's probably not going to be the starter, but it's going to be, on the same sense, fascinating to see Shador Sanders' progression. Because I think, and you heard me say, everybody thought I was a Shador Sanders hater. I think Shador Sanders, with what they've given him, or given whoever the quarterback is going to be, can at least start to show, can he produce? Not in a great situation, but like you mentioned, the two rookie wide receivers, Harold Fannin Jr. is a dog now. He's one of those tight ends that everybody wants in fantasy, etc. A decent offensive line, not a great one, but a decent one. That's something to look forward in watching, I'll say. Defensively, I mean, they're not going to suck, of course, but I think they're going to take a step back. It would just be the quarterback situation. As funny as that sounds, because normally, I mean, looking at it, it's like, oh, it's going to be it's one of the worst quarterback situations in the league right now. But in all fairness, it's going to be fun to watch, because we want to see the best Deshaun Watson and we want to see the best Shador Sanders, and what does that look like on the field? And I think we'll see some of that this year. So that's something to look forward to. In a positive sense.
I think we'll see the end of Deshaun Watson, because once this year's up, there's really nothing left for him. I mean,
of course.
What can you say? This guy was drafted in 2017.
Right.
He went out the 12th pick. Honestly, coming out the national championship that he came out of with Clemson, he should have probably been the number 1 pick. Mm-hmm. Why he wasn't, why it was Trubisky, this we'll still never know. Thanks, Chicago. But the fact that, and let's be honest, Massage Watson, it lives for a reason. Like, that name lives out there because he did some, allegedly, to 20, 30 people, women, allegedly some nasty shit.
Right.
And ever since, you've seen it, Milton. His play has downgraded significantly. It's like he forgot how to play football. And it baffles me that, yes, despite the fact that they did commit $240 guaranteed $1 million to him, that they still played him. Like, he's been horrible. Can you name 1 or 2 games that you really saw out there and you were like, that's who we traded for? Like, Milton, look at this. His time with Cleveland, 6 games, 7 games, 0 games.
Yeah.
That's his time. And his total, he averages about 1,115 yards passing. Like, right. That's your average with him, like, just in general.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that the competition is tough? There's no competition. Put Shador.
Just push it. I agree, because
there's nothing from Deshaun anymore. Shador's younger. He's fresher. He can absorb a lot more. Yes, he had this ego thing thanks to his dad for sure. But look who his dad is. Like,
but I think he's showing that he's teachable. And just like you said, with age-wise, there's things in Deshaun Watson's game that at least we've seen the last couple of years, to your point, that have not been good as far as the placement of the balls he's throwing. A lot of his mechanics have changed from what they were, and I don't think that is necessarily going to be redeemable. With Shador, it's a lot of before the snap. He doesn't really know how to read these defenses. He panics. He does all of these things, but that's something that can be taught. And like you said, he's younger. So I agree. I would just put Shador in there. And it's, if you have a terrible year, what kind of year do you think you're going to have with any other quarterback? It doesn't even freaking matter. No matter what, I think it's a lose-lose situation this year for the Browns, but hopefully they play it right and just use this year as, okay, is this our quarterback? We have a young, decent team, and we can just revamp it the next year. We have to actually figure out, like, is one of these quarterbacks our quarterback? Or do we have to completely reset again? I think that would be the smart approach for the Cleveland Browns if there is one.
Yeah, 2 years ago, the Browns gave Andrew Berry an extension. I think after this season, once they finish out, but way below 500, Andrew Berry, the GM, needs to go. This team needs a real refresher. The GM, the coach, the alleged starting quarterback, it needs a refresher.
But that's the hard part though, because I'm with you on one. You know how I feel about Stefanski, but with Andrew Berry, the one thing he is good at though, he hits on the draft picks. He definitely does. You got the rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year. You got Mason Graham. You got a lot of guys that he has hit. That's why I disagree, but I understood why they kept them. Because if you're going to let both of them go, let them go. But if you keep one, yeah, you're gonna just might as well just keep the GM and see how it goes. See whose fault it really was, which we're gonna find out this year for sure.
Well, Milton, let's go ahead and predict the 2026 Cleveland Browns regular season record.
All right,
brother, get your note cards ready. Are you set for this Kaka Brown schedule?
Yes, let's bring that up so I make sure I follow along with you, and I am ready. Let's do it.
All right, man. Week 1 at Jacksonville.
That's going to be a loss.
All right. Week 2 at Tampa.
Another loss. Both by double digits.
Yep. First home game, week 3 at Carolina. I mean, against Carolina.
Yeah. First home game does not matter in Cleveland. Okay. Carolina, by whatever. Bryce Young's going to look like Peyton Manning.
Yep. Week 4 against Pittsburgh.
I think this is the only team. Here's the surprise for you. Only team that sweeps the Browns in the division.
Oh.
We got to remember. I know. Trust me. I wanted to put 0-17, but we got to remember the Browns do give fits to the division opponents. They do, even when they suck. They give at least fits. We'll see. But yes, they will lose this game though.
Okay. Week 5 at the Jets.
Jets have to win a game. Here's a game they win. They are at the moment 0-5 after this week.
Week 6 against Baltimore.
Versus Baltimore, they're going to be at home. They are going to lose that game. I just wanted to build it up so make it seem like I was going to have them win. No, they're going to lose.
Good. Week 7 at Tennessee.
Week 7, they get their first win. I had in my Tennessee, I wasn't going to do this at first, but on my Tennessee little note card, I had Tennessee losing to Cleveland. Was still a fair record for Tennessee. So keeping it consistent, the Browns get their first win at Tennessee.
All right. Week 8 at Pittsburgh.
They get swept by Pittsburgh. No matter what Aaron Rodgers there is out there, just matchup-wise, on paper, which we'll talk about later, there's no bright spot for Cleveland against Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Week 9 at New Orleans.
They will lose against New Orleans at New Orleans.
Week 10 against Houston.
It's going to be a sad day. It's going to be a sad day. Whoever the quarterback is. It's going to be a sad day. Again, the offensive line is new. From years past, they had the old veterans that were fantastic, but sometimes injured. Now they have a completely new offensive line that's full of a bunch of young cats and a couple of stragglers. Against Houston, that is going to be a terrible day.
All right. And then you got the bye week on week 11 coming off the bye against the Raiders.
Yes. So against the Raiders, I have them losing. And here's another tidbit. After they lose to the Raiders, Todd Monken will be fired.
It takes 12 weeks and after a bye.
After that bye week. Because the bye week normally, come on, guys. Let's do this for coach. Then they get spanked by the Raiders. I would assume Kirk is not going to be the starting quarterback at this point of the season. And that's going to be even worse. Get spanked by a rookie. Yes.
All right. I'd probably do it after the Texas game. So that the interim has 2 weeks to get ready.
It would make sense, I'll say, but it's my predictions.
Sorry. My bad.
No. Go ahead.
I'm being egotistical, as always.
It's okay.
Week 13 against Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, they will, after firing Todd Monken, they will beat Cincinnati.
Okay.
It will be a crazy game because what the heck is going on? but they beat them.
All right. Those
Second win.
Cincinnati fans are going to feel something.
Oh, man. They're going to be pissed. Sorry.
All right. Week 14 against Atlanta.
Yeah. Revenge game. Bijan Robinson's going to have 300 yards. Total. Not just rushing. 300 total.
God.
Yep. I said it. Yep. Book
and
it.
Just before fantasy football playoff starts? Jeez, that's crazy. All right. Week 15 at the Giants.
Yeah, the Giants, again, another terrible matchup for this young offensive line. So I'm going to go Giants win this game. Cleveland loses.
Okay. Week 16 at Baltimore.
At Baltimore. They win at Baltimore.
Why?
Okay. So my reasoning is still a new coach. With the new coach, they're 1-2, and then they break even at 2-2 at Baltimore.
Okay.
Any real logic in there? No, but that's not what this is about right now. Okay.
If it was Stefanski still, I'd believe you more.
Yeah, sure. I bet. Yeah.
Not Munkin or Switzer or whoever the OC is. All right. Week 17 against Indy, final home game.
They end the home season with a loss. Daniel Jones will be healthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Week 18 at Cincy.
They'll lose that game as well. It'll be a closer game, but I do think by my measurements on how this division's going to pan out and how the records are going to pan out, Cincy's going to be having something to play for. Therefore, they beat Cleveland.
So, Milton, is it my facts getting straight? You said 3-14?
3-14. The Cleveland Browns go 3-14 of the 2026 season.
You found more wins for them than you did for Arizona? The hell?
Yeah, I think Cleveland's better than Arizona. I gotta say it.
I mean, they have a solid
on paper
side.
That's all. That's all
honestly,
I mean.
okay, here it's
oh yeah, let's do this. Go ahead.
That's
a good debate. This is a good one for Arizona and Cleveland. Who's worse?
I think when it just depends when they sit out Jacoby and they put in Carson Beck. That might be a scarier offense than we think.
Oh, you're into the preseason a little.
I'm not
little
into,
thing.
No,
the little Hall of Fame game.
I've thought about this for a while, but I keep forgetting, dude. Trey McBride, best tight end.
Top 3, top 2. Let's say top 2. I'll be top 2.
Best tight end.
Okay, all right. I respect that. Opinion,
there's still a lot of potential in Marvin Harrison. I just can't quit yet, bro.
For the offense, they have all the potential. So it's basically reversed. There's a lot of potential, young and old and veteran, on the defense of the Browns, right?
Yeah.
The offense, not as much, but I do think a strong defense is a better foundation to have to win games. If Shador does become at least a good game manager, which I think his ceiling is going to be that, which is nothing's wrong with that, by the way, then I think that would be a better team, at least for the first year, than Arizona. I just think they'll get mollywopped by everybody in their division. Cleveland, you could say the same, but at least historically, Cleveland does give fights to their division.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all. But still, 3-14. I think that was hard to even find those wins. But I said, all right, I'm going to give them 2 wins in the division. I think Cincinnati could lose one. I've seen them just mess things up. And Baltimore, I got to see how Lamar looks. Not that he's going to fall off a cliff, but I guess we'll talk about that when we get on Baltimore, actually.
Yeah, they're going to fall off a cliff, according to you.
I don't think. No. No. It'll look like it for that game, but no.
We'll test it out. I mean, if they lose that game and they're like on a losing streak because of it, it definitely going to feel like
that'll look
that
bad.
For sure.
But
all right, let's get into the third place team for the AFC North last year, which was the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, there's a lot of positives you can talk about this team. There's also some critiques that you can still make for sure. Zach Taylor's still the head coach. Still bad. That's still negative.
That's the negative for sure.
Yep. They let Trey Hendrickson walk. Obviously, he goes to the division rival of all teams. So that's a big loss there. But you do end up trading for Sexy Dexy Lawrence, which is going to be a hell of an improvement for the D-line. And I'm not to say that to knock Hendrickson, but there's a thing that we know right now. Edge rushers are so reliant to try to get to the quarterback when they're supposed to be stopping everything else.
Yeah.
And when we get Sexy Dexy, he is grabbing Chase Brown at practices with one arm, and he's bringing him back.
I love it. Oh, I love seeing that. I loved hearing that they are so excited about Dexter Lawrence, and then actually seeing a couple of plays that he made. It's so good to see that compared to, last year, which was an off year. Well, he wasn't bad whatsoever, but compared to what he's normally been accustomed to, I think this is not a good thing. But I think you can kind of tie that up with he was upset with the contract negotiations. So he stopped caring. He came in way overweight. Again, not a good thing for a professional to do, but I think that's what you can chalk it up to.
Yeah, and they gave him an extension. It was a 1-year extension, so it's not too crazy, but it's money he wanted to see, and he's a lot younger than Trey Hendrickson.
Yep.
You go ahead and you get some guys in the free agency. You get Brian Cook out of the Chiefs, so that's a good safety pickup right there. You don't necessarily get the biggest draft value because you did trade your first round pick to get Sexy Dexy. But that's still a win, to be honest with you.
Think of they were at what, pick 10?
10.
So think of anybody in that draft. Were they going to be worth Sexy Dexy? Absolutely not.
No. And so that's the W right there. That's the big win. So we've seen a lot of, honestly, improvements on the defensive side, which is the one thing we've been really critiquing for the Bengals for the last couple of years, since they let a lot of guys like Jesse Bates just walk.
That's
not even traded or anything like that. They just let these guys walk. And so it's time for them to show some respect to their defensive side of the field, because honestly, as great as Jamar Chase is, T. Higgins, the duo there, Joe Shiesty, obviously, and of course the rise of Chase Brown for a lot of people. You can't do much if you can't stop the ball on the other side. Gotta give these guys a break. You gotta do something. Shamar Stewart got their first round pick last year. He got injured during a few weeks ago during the offseason, so we'll see how he comes back. Hyperextension, he should be back probably after like week 6, week 7. So we'll see how there. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm very positive right now on this team. Now, the one thing I would tell you, Milton, is that I kind of want this team to still kind of fail.
I already know why. I know why.
And it's not necessarily because, of course, we don't love the players. It's all because of Zach Taylor. As long as Zach Taylor's the head coach, this team's in trouble.
There's a limit, right? There's a ceiling for this team if Zach Taylor is the head coach. And unfortunately, I agree with you. If you really see the potential in this team, you kind of, like you said, want them to fail, because the worst thing I think that can probably happen, other than them like sucking terribly and Joe Burrow never playing again, but the worst thing is for them to be good, them to win a playoff game, and they extend Zach Taylor for 3-4 years.
Facts.
That's probably one of the worst things. As funny and crazy as that probably sounds to a lot of fans and people out there, I do think that's one of the worst things that can happen to this team, because I agree with Jose and every single point you said. I do want to bring up a couple of things that they moved in as far as offseason and free agency, because with Trey Hendrickson departure, obviously that leaves a hole in the pass rushing aspect of it, right? But to be fair to them, Trey Hendrickson was injured last year, and he not saying he's terrible, but he's more of a liability in stopping the run, right? Like you said, Dexter Lawrence is not that. Last year he was, to be fair, but again, I'm going to chalk it up that he was pissed off and he did not put his best foot forward. I'm going to give Sexy Dexy that benefit of the doubt, because he has never shown me not to give him the benefit of the doubt. But then they also bring in a guy, Jonathan Allen, which again, against the run, not great, but he's also going to boost that interior pass rush with Dexter Lawrence. Bringing over Boye Mafe is going to help that edge rush again. And I think one of the things that I was completely wrong on, Jose, last year was I talked a lot of trash about the secondary. And last year, again, they didn't have any help. So some of the stats are a bit skewed when it comes to like DJ Turner. I did not have any respect to DJ Turner until I saw what happened last year. And I said, okay, well, him and Dax Hill, I think actually are a good corner duo. And I think they will be actually pretty freaking good, especially with a competent or above average pass rush. Brian Cook is going to be an upgrade to Geno Stone because Geno Stone, I think, led all safeties and missed tackles. And Brian Cook's not the greatest. He ain't Jesse Bates, but he's competent and he is sound at exactly whatever he does. So I think overall, them spending money and using resources to boost up this defense is nothing but good. It's all positives as far as this offseason. And that's all they really needed when you look at them. Last year, they won, 9 games or 8?
They were able to get up to, I believe, 8 wins. Let me double check.
Make sure.
No, I'm sorry, 6-11.
6-11. I'm tripping. Okay.
We're thinking Minnesota.
I'm tripping. Yeah. Sorry. So they got 6 wins, and I don't know. I know they had so many games where they scored over 32 points and lost. Right.
Yeah.
So if we don't even need all the Cincinnati fans. I'm speaking as we as like y'all. We don't even need to have a great defense. We don't even have a top 10, top 12 defense. We just need the defense not to suck. And I think they did everything in their power for their defense not to suck. I think the defensive line is going to hide the weakness linebacking. Their linebacker core sucks. It is, I mean, from last year and just on paper, it is not, it's the weakest thing on this defense. But I think with a good defensive front, that's going to hide that. So we will see. I do have a couple of negatives that could show up, but I'll relinquish me talking right now.
No, you're good. 3 games last year, they scored they scored 34 points and lost.
Right.
3 of them. And mind you, 2 of them were not Joe Burrow-led teams at that point. They were Joe Flacco fighting with everything he had. So if you had fantasy football with those back-to-back weeks with the Bengals against the Jets and Bengals against the Bears, Joe Flacco was your guy.
Oh, man.
And, of course, in Joe Burrow's game where he scored 34 points, it's the loss to the Bills, which is the epic choke job.
Yeah, that was on him.
Yeah, that was on him. But nonetheless, there's a lot of what you said is true. I like the secondary matchups. Geno Stone gone is a good thing. He wasn't the worst. He just
missed
wasn't
tackles.
the best.
Yeah, he just missed so many tackles.
If you get your guy, you do your job right. There's a lot of guys that's still coming off of possibly, let me see. I think they're injured, and if they can come back a little more healthy and stuff like that, they'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, if BJ Hill, whenever he comes back, Tim, Jonathan Allen, Dexter Lawrence, Miles Murphy, Cassius Howell, that's a good defensive line. Without even talking about the edge rusher and Shamar Stewart and Boye Mafe. That's good. It's very good compared to like what they've been known for.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not too worried. Their linebacking core is objectively going to probably be the 32nd out of 32nd teams.
And if Kyle Duggar can find himself back in the field on the fields, we us Patriots fans know him. Yeah. He's not a bad safety at all.
No,
he has his own little tendencies too that he needs to fix, and if he can find it there. This is Cincinnati post what's it called, Milton? What's the DC 2 years ago that they Lou Anarumo.
Yeah, right. Which was unfair to Lou, by the way. Crazy.
To blame him for everything. So Zach Taylor, I think, is in a hot seat this year. It's a playoff or bust kind of year for him. I feel like there's no way that you can be paying the offense this much, and then Zach Taylor is going to get away scot-free. There's just no possible chance.
Yeah,
especially after like how long they prolonged to want to pay T. Higgins. There's so much to do there. So offensive line, a lot better. It's going to be an improvement this year. So we'll see. This team looks good.
Looks good, man. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the one last thing I wanted to bring up was also easy schedule.
Yes, that's really, if you look at their schedule, which I know you have and I have, that's where this can go really easy. Not easy for them, but there's a lot of.
You can't make that many mistakes with this many advantages.
I don't think so.
Third easiest scheduled as of right now, comparing to last year's records. Obviously, the teams they play early on, it might feel like a gauntlet, but let's be honest.
Just in the beginning.
When you see like the dismissal of a lot of those teams, then you kind of feel a little differently. So, Milton, I don't know if you got any more you want to say.
I just got one. I'll say on the pessimistic negative side, I will say this has not been a problem for them whatsoever the last past years, but I will say one concern I have, maybe, might not be a thing, is just the lack of wide receiver depth. Never made a difference. I understand. If T. Higgins goes out, Jamar Chase is there. Jamar Chase is hurt. T. Higgins steps up and is wide receiver 1, right? So if I can't think of the funny last name, if he steps up, then it'll be fine. But he's very inconsistent as well. Iglesias. Yeah. You got it. Whatever. Yeah. So respect to him, by the way. But as long as he steps up, they'll be fine. But the lack of wide receiver depth, if something weird does happen, that can be a big problem for them. Because if their defense steps up, I don't think their defense is going to be top 10, top 12, or nothing like that. But so if they're not that, top 10 or top 12, and the offense has a hiccup, that can just reverse everything and be terrible for the team. So that would be my only pessimistic view of the Cincinnati Bengals. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, come here. Love you.
Amen.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Isavas is a guy that's kind of like here and there, but Milton, let's also point out there, if wide receiver does become an issue, there's a few names out there that haven't been picked up yet.
You're right. Do you think they would? Think they would make those moves? I mean, you would think, but Cincinnati, they're cheap. They're not the best decision makers. But also, maybe this year's different.
But also the situation where if a player is not picked up yet, might not matter. If you're telling me later down the line, Tyreek Hill says, I want to be, playing, well, why not call him up?
Yeah.
If you need veteran experience, you're telling me you're not going to go for Keenan Allen or, Tyler Lockett?
Right. Either.
Or Brandon Cooks.
Any of them.
Any of them. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins has a job right now, but he might not mind a call up. So
for Joe Burrow?
Burrow.
He might say, you know what? All right. Yeah. So I'll do it.
There's a few names that have not been picked up yet.
If that worst case scenario happens. Right on.
Yeah. Let me look up their contract situation and make sure that these guys can cap space wise pick up a guy in the minimum. I'm sure they could. I'm sure that's
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Because all these guys would take a minimum style of contract. Maybe not Reek, but the other ones for sure.
Cap space available right now. They are 17th. They got 16 million available.
Yeah,
there's plenty of guys they can get for cheap.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
So depth wise, understand what you're saying, but I'm not going to be too concerned right now. And imagine that by the time the playoff starts, you got a healthy Chase, a Hill, and a Higgins. Oh God, Patrick Mahomes is going to punch Andy Reid.
Yeah. Right. right.
But all right, Milton, give me an intro and let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it. So the Cincinnati Bengals record prediction for the 2026 season. Week 1 at home versus Tampa Bay.
Yeah, we've established how bad Tampa Bay is probably going to be falling off the cliff this year. I haven't posted that video yet, so guys, I'm sorry in advance. That's going to be a W for Cincy.
Okay. Then we got week 2 at Houston.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago I said Houston I think would beat Cincy. I'm going to stick with that. Also, Milton's pointed out before, and I've said this for years. Cincy struggles those first 2 games of the season, so I'm going 1-1 here. It's usually sometimes 0-2. Last year was 2-0.
Right.
But I'm being fair, 1-1.
Right on. Week 3 at Pittsburgh.
First game against fresher Steelers unit. I'm going to take an L right here.
Now when you say gauntlet, it might not be like name value, but those 3 defenses, fresh, that's a rough. That is a rough 3 teams right there. Okay, week 4 at home versus Jacksonville.
Yeah, they're whooping the Jags ass.
Yeah, I figured. All right, week 5 we got them at Miami.
Now the thing is, it's gonna be hot this time of year over there in Miami. So as long as they don't break a sweat, they should be able to win this game.
Okay. I thought you were going to throw me for – no, you're not about to do this right now. You're not about to do this right now. Okay, week 6, obviously, it's the bye week. Off of the bye week on week 7, They travel to Baltimore.
Yeah, at Baltimore, this is a great matchup. These guys always put up high scoring numbers against one another, but it's fresh off the bye, Milton. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Cincy the win here.
Okay. Week 8 at home versus Tennessee.
Week 8 against Tennessee. That's a W.
Okay, I agree. And this one, what is this?
Versus Atlanta in Spain.
Spain. Okay, thank you. Week 9 in Spain versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Milton, I think you had Atlanta a few weeks ago. You predicted I think the Falcons would lose this game, if I'm not mistaken. But Milton, I don't like Cincy traveling. That's crazy to say. I think I have Atlanta winning this one in Spain.
Nice. I may have switched it. Actually, let me look real quick. Hold on.
Go for it. Go for it.
Let's see. Atlanta.
And guys, while he's looking that up, like, share, and subscribe, all the good stuff. Whether you're watching live or on demand, we do truly appreciate it. I've been house hunting recently, so that's why I've not been posting as heavily as I was previously. I'm gonna get back to it. I'm trying to play catch up on these damn videos, so stay tuned to that. But yes, I am currently house hunting as we speak. I am freaking out. So, but that's just me. Maybe that's the wife.
Good. It's okay. Shout out to you, dude. Respect. All right. Well, I did. I had Atlanta. I changed it. I had them losing because of, I don't know if on screen if I had it, I don't know, but I'll figure that out. But on here I have them crossed out, so I don't know. Okay. After the Spain game, we got week 10 at home versus Pittsburgh. Second matchup.
Yep. This is going to be a full week later, Sunday Night Football. I think they're going to win this one. I don't think they get swept by Pittsburgh.
Okay. Week 11, this is where the schedule gets kind of a bit lesser. Week 11, we got at Washington.
Yeah, I think they have a fun rematch from a couple of years ago when we first saw Jaden Daniels versus Joe Burrow. But I think they get the revenge here, and I think they beat the Skins.
Okay. Week 12, we got at home versus New Orleans.
Yeah, I like New Orleans to do better this year, but I think they take the L here. Okay. To clarify, since he wins this game.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Week 13 at Cleveland.
All right, at Cleveland. As much as I think Cleveland can be annoying, depending, and it's not going to be Todd Monken around this time of year. It's not Kevin Stefanski. It's not Jim Schwartz. It's going to be a Cincy win.
Okay. Week 14, the beautiful matchup at home versus Kansas City. Beautiful matchup.
Great matchup. A lot of eyes going to be on this game. It's a 3:30 game. It's not for Central Time. It's not main event. So daylight at home. You know what? Burrowhead is back. Let's win this one.
Yeah. All right. Week 15 at Carolina.
At Carolina, Milton, did I do Carolina a few weeks ago, or was that you? It was you, right? It was you. You did Carolina when we did the taping. Okay.
Did I? No, I did. I don't know. Did I?
Yeah, because I think I had the Saints and the Bucks. Yes, you did. You had the Panthers and the Falcons.
I feel like I had the Bucks.
No, I had the Bucks. I'm the one that said 3-14.
Oh, you did. Okay, you're right. Yeah, you did. How did I forget that? Yeah.
All right. Okay. Surprise, Milton. At Carolina, the Panthers win this one. Okay. The Panthers get a surprise victory over the Bengals in this one.
I think I put. Hold on, let me see. Yes, I did the same thing. I did have Carolina because I said that's going to be one of their, because Carolina does this right every year. They beat these weird high level teams. All right, week 16 flex game. We got in Indianapolis versus the Colts.
Yeah, that pipe noise stadium isn't going to be able to stop the Bengals from beating them this year.
Okay. Oh, nice. All right, week 17 versus Baltimore. Their second matchup.
I believe this is going to be the final Thursday night football game of the year. So That's going to be a fun matchup. I don't think they sweep the Ravens. I think they take the L to the Ravens here. And this might actually decide the division title.
Okay. I see where you're going then. Last game, of course, is versus Cleveland at home.
I don't think I have enough losses for me to be like comfortable to just sit and rest. So I'm going to go with a W here just in case I'm close. Like if because if they're not going to win division, they're in the wild card. So that means they might be in trouble, in danger of being eliminated. So
you have Cincy winning.
I have Cincy sweeping the Browns. Yes.
10, 12. So you have their record at 12-5.
Yeah, I feel like you just have to be safe. Like, because even at 11 wins, it might sound crazy. 11-6 might get you eliminated somehow. You never know. Weird seasons happen,
Yep. All right. Well, I got them one game off. I have them 11-6, but I could see that. Still on AFC North.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Moving on to the second place team, a team that lost, who got eliminated week 18 of last season. They finished up, I think, 8-9, was the Baltimore Ravens. Shocking season, horrific season. Nothing the Ravens did matched what they did previous years. It was an up and down year. Lamar Jackson was hurt throughout it. Tried to come back and fight and get some, try to win the division, but it just wasn't enough. And then the team just looked kind of atrocious. The defense, for all the praises we gave it during the preseason last year, did not show up. Don't know what happened. Still can't explain what happened with all the stuff they added, how they managed to fuck it all up.
I think I know why.
Oh, go ahead. Explain.
Matt, it's only one player. That's why it doesn't really make sense. But Matabike not playing, it just ruined that because their issue all year was they could not produce a pass rush. They could not. They were one of the worst teams in actually creating pressure on opposing quarterbacks, any opposing quarterback. So I think he was the biggest part of that. That would be my guess.
Let me not forget. I know also Zachary Orr, horrible.
Oh
DC,
yeah. Tell me about it.
Atrocious. Could not dial it up to do anything. Yeah, I hate it. It was an atrocious season. It's one of those things where you're like, man, I'm looking forward to everything. I think it's gonna be great, and then boom, they just ass, bro, ass. Yeah. This is a team that every year, if it's not me, it's someone else. Someone saying they're going to the Super Bowl and they're gonna finally win it all.
Right?
Goddamn it, we can't do that no more. I can't. I can't. They're in the same boat as Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills. I just get to the damn bowl. And look, I'll be honest here. Obviously, all bias is there. Motherfucking Drake May did in his damn second year, his first full year as a full starter.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro. Like, you know why we give so much grace to Joe Burrow? He's been there. He's won an AFC title. He's been to two AFC titles.
Right.
Josh Allen never has. Lamar Jackson. I can't do it no more. I love Lamar, but I can't defend him right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you have a poor play in the regular season, it doesn't help either. It's atrocious. So now we're going into this new year where they beefed up the O-line by getting Vega Aone. They extended Zay Flowers. They went ahead and signed good fucking hell, Calais Campbell. They brought him back from the dead, from retirement. They're bringing him to life here one more time. They get Jalen Hopkins out of the Patriots secondary. They're ready to do some things, but again, are they gonna show up? So we'll see. Let me go ahead and bring in our boy who's probably having dinner right now after a long day of eating, practice, and being a dad. He is
respect
the Professor Alex Cruz.
Chi-Town, what up, dude?
Oh man, I got my coaching cap on Monday through Friday, Saturday actually.
Yeah, you look dead.
Yeah, you look tired. I respect it.
You look like you had a grind.
Yeah, exactly. You look like you've been grinding like a man should. Respect.
Yeah. Actually,
what? All right, Jose. What was that?
I had a day off today because today was my son's first day of school, and it was
likewise.
I should have went to work. I was like,
I was glad I didn't. I kept going when I went outside. I said, yeah, I'm good.
I did that last year. I'm not going to do it this year.
I did it because Jasmine was telling me like, oh, we get to walk, the kids to their classroom.
Mm-hmm.
So last year I was able to do that because I was still recovering from my knee surgery, so I couldn't even walk. So I was like, oh yeah, then I'll
roll
go.
out, bro. Roll in.
So I went. I took this kid to his class, and he walks in there without even saying bye to us. I'm like, bro,
okay, yeah, never again. Screw this kid. Right on.
Me and Jasmine are like, should we just do our traditional thing that we do every year? She's like, yeah, let's go out to eat. And then when we're eating breakfast, and we're like, I'm never doing that shit again, dude. The kid didn't even tell me bye.
You missed it out last year. It was all on last year. You missed it
all. Yeah, it was all on. No, okay, yeah, sure. It was all on you. He remembered it.
You should have just rolled out, dog. I'm just telling you. Pop them wheelies. Woo!
No, I get why Chi-Town wouldn't. It's like, no, I'm his dad. I don't want to. Oh, your dad's in a wheelchair, and they start poking fun. I'm with Chi-Town. I ain't popping up. Nah.
Hell no, bro. We don't. It's not laughing at him. It's laughing with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
There's a joke we could when we meet up next week. There's a joke I'll tell you that I don't want to offend family members on here. So there's a joke, but I'll tell you, they've heard it before. It's fine. It's like, okay. But some people get sensitive. Some people get a little.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, we'll be seeing each other in a week. What? Not a week. 10 days.
10 days.
10 days from now. Yeah.
NFL Combine. I got Alex, I don't know if you know any parent that has one. I'm going to buy like about a 10-foot, maybe a 15-foot tripod so we can record the whole game.
Oh, I can't wait. I've never played football before.
Shut the fuck up.
I kept seeing you say that. I'm like, he told me he did. He's trolling right now, right?
He's trolling.
Yeah, okay.
This is the same guy I was like, man, I can't wait to see you on the football field. Bust y'all up.
Yeah. I thought you made me think it was tackle or something. I said, oh, goodness. Now I'm a little intimidated now. He's going to go from a kneecap.
There's a video from a few years ago, Milton, because they do Turkey Bowl over there down in Pleasanton. Mm-hmm. And this motherfucker is always like, it's flag football. It's flag football. You can come down, you can come play, you can just watch, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. He sends a video later. It says of this dude fucking tackling this kid on the fucking.
My boy, I was his best man at his wedding, and my nephew ran a drag and they threw it to him, and he laid him out like cold.
Damn. Well. I don't want to go to Turkey Bowl. That's one thing I don't want to participate in. All right.
Right. Well, all right. Let's get back to the Ravens. So, Milton, Alex, the Ravens lost so much during the free agency that it kind of baffles me that I'm looking at it right now. And I'm like, I didn't really realize how much they lost. So, obviously, they lost Tyler Lindenbaum to the Raiders. They lost Isaiah Likely to the Giants with John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is gone. He's no longer there.
A lot of their coaching staff. A lot of their coaching staff is gone, dude.
The loyal guys to Harbaugh left. So let me point out who. Todd Monken out. Zach Gore out. Those are two good outs, by the way. Chris Horton out. Willie Target, the running back coach, the wide receiver coach, the tight end coach, the run coordinator, the O-line coach, the D-line coach, the outside linebacker coach, the D-backs coach are all gone, Milton. Mm-hmm. Alex, they're all freaking gone. Only two guys were fired. Everyone else kind of got picked up by somebody they knew, like half of these guys went to freaking the Giants with Harbaugh.
Right.
But I'm Monken. He's too good for that. He wanted to be a head coach. Mm. But I didn't even realize Kyle Van Noy got, free agent too. And he's been one of them like low, blessing in disguise guys for the team. But of course he's a Harbaugh guy. So that might be a thing too.
And I think, bringing Hendrickson over, it's like, okay, well, that's our pass rush for that complete side, and we'll be good. And I'm assuming they are going to hope that Mike Green takes that step that they assume he's going to take. I got a question for y'all, though, about this Ravens team. When it comes to, you said it a little bit earlier, Jose, when it comes to Lamar Jackson, before the injury, I know stats-wise, y'all think I'm a stat guy. I am, but there's context to it. Stats-wise, he looked fine. But when you look at the context and if you watch the games, something was up. You know what I mean? Like when you watch Lamar, it was like, this is, if you look at the passer rating and the overall stat line,
he was very hesitant.
You're very hesitant. And he was terrible when it came to not even pressure. He was the reason why he was sacked so many times. That's why when you see the sack totals, I was big and I could have put my flag in the dirt and say, I told y'all the offensive line was going to be a problem. It really wasn't. It was Lamar. Lamar, for example, the perfect example, because it was a big game, was if y'all remember when they played Detroit, right? If you look at the stat line, it was like 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, but he took like not 9 sacks, and I would say 6 of them were because of him. Like Anzalone, like you see Anzalone, okay, we're just going to add one more pass rusher. He sees him and he just takes a sack. And it was that was the story of last year. Again, he wasn't a terrible passer. He wasn't nothing like that, but it just seemed that something was off. Maybe he was injured before he actually got injured. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. Yeah. But what do you think happens? And do you think that Lamar Jackson will rebound this year, especially under the new offensive coordinator, Deacon Doyle, which I think Deacon Doyle is going to try to make it more of a Zay Flower big threat, hence why they let all the tight ends go, kept Mark Andrews. I think they're going to attack that a bit more. But do you think that there's like Lamar Jackson will be back in his normal state this year?
I'll let Alex bring up Doyle, but as far as like Lamar himself, I think a lot of it, Lamar probably feels like he has to do a lot of proving himself, right? Like John Harbaugh's gone. No, there's no more that whatever rumor tension between them. He's gone. You can't use that excuse anymore. Mm-hmm. Plus, you're also trying to get another extension from the Ravens. You're trying to get about 62 million a year contract extension from them. So there's a lot that Lamar is probably also going to be like, I got to kind of prove it for myself. The offense, they still got Derrick Henry. Zay Flowers is still, at least for me, not for a lot of people, in Milton, and not for a lot of people, surprisingly, he's a top 15 wide receiver at the very least. I do like the kid that they drafted, Jacoby Lane. He's going to be a little surprise factor that he might have a blossoming year this year. He's coming out of USC, so we'll see how that goes out. And, of course, Derrick Henry, that should be banger. But, Alex can talk about Declan Doyle because he had him as their OC last year in Chicago.
Yeah, I had told Jose about Lamar Jackson and being shotgun a lot the past couple of years, right? And I think it would have benefit him a little bit more because I think you're kind of handcuffed with him sometimes because you really don't see him being under center as much. And I think with Doyle coming over in that Ben Johnson offense style, I would I think you're going to see that more, and you're going to see Lamar Jackson's game improve a lot more because I always believe once you get a quarterback under center, the designs of plays are open like for anything, and I think it's going to benefit also Derrick Henry in the zone type of blocking scheme, and play action passes for Lamar. You hardly really see that with him, and like I said. It kind of looked like the years past you're kind of handcuffed on what Lamar Jackson can do because he's always in shotgun, and you're only really seeing that side of that side of his football play. And yeah, it's cool to be in shotgun because now you could do RPOs, you could do read option plays with him because he like I said he is the best assets is legs for sure getting out of pocket, but I think if, like what Jose said, Lamar Jackson needs to prove himself. I think he does need to prove himself to more people that he is a pocket passer and he could do those things still.
I find the offensive line, I don't want to make a big deal about it because Lamar Jackson, even when the offensive line wasn't the greatest, Lamar Jackson knows how to, he can make an offensive line look better than it is because, like you said, his legs is his best asset. But with adding Ethan Pocic, I don't know how to say his name. I know he's like, I don't know what he is, but I don't think I'm saying it right. And then Jose, you brought it up, the rookie on the right guard. There were left guard, center, right guard position. Seems like it's going to be a weakness, and that can pose problems to certain defensive schemes and defensive personnel with a good interior pass rush. But I don't want to make a big deal about it because it is Lamar Jackson. And unless his athleticism is gone, which I don't think so, I guess that probably is not going to be an issue. But y'all see any lingering issues that you saw last year that can kind of show its ugly head this year? There's a lot of changes that's happened, so it's kind of a hard question because Jesse Minter, everything's new. So maybe just take some time, and maybe that's a negative. I don't know.
The coaching staff thing is going to be, it's all up in the air. It's not like you can say, oh, it's going to suck, it's going to be great. And you can't say either or. You're hoping on paper, like every year, you're hoping that it's good for the Ravens, but really you just don't know. Still, like, I mean, you said Posick he's not a bad starter.
He's not bad. He just got hurt, though.
He's not Tyler Lindenbaum.
Yeah, and his Achilles. He's coming off an Achilles injury as well. You're
also coming off the weird year because I think it was after obviously the Harbaugh dismissal. What is the mentality after that whole bad decision to reverse or approve the Max Crosby trade? Because that's another thing too. Is like, well, you were all in and you weren't. So like, is that a sign of how your team is going to in general be this season? Are you not all in? And if they had Max Crosby in the palm of their hand and whoosh, gone. And I mean, at the end, I do think it still was a right decision to go ahead and let him go because, Hendrickson's right there for cheaper. And then 2, you still get to keep your first round picks. So I don't know. It's going to be a weird thing. If they have a bad year again, I'll be honest, I'm not going to be surprised because of, you're also coming out from last year's nasty debacle, but you're praying, you're hoping it's a lot better.
Yeah. I think you laid it out perfectly, Jose. I don't, this team it's up in the air. Everything's new. The coaching is new. Defense is going to be new. Matabike is such a central piece. And sure, now he's quote unquote healthy. He's practicing, but we just came off of seeing rumors and announcements that he might be having a career-ending injury. And it's like, well, okay, well, what kind of Matabike are we going to be getting? So there's so many question marks, but yet, like you said, on paper, nobody's going to be surprised if the Ravens just freaking run the course and make it to the AFC Championship. But like you said, if it all ends up like, oh, it's kind of, they're trying to figure out their identity. They don't really have an identity anymore. The defense is good. The offense doesn't have really identity, whatever. And then they miss the playoffs again. That wouldn't be surprising. So this team's pretty confused. I think these top 2 teams, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, very hard to try to gauge. Very tough to gauge, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. This is why I like when we were talking about the Bengals, I was like, maybe it's week 17 is a divisional matchup. It's tough. It all depends on if the Ravens can go back to who they are. But, Alex, any final thoughts? Was there any draft picks you liked outside Vega and maybe if you like Jacoby Lane like a lot of people do right now? Was there anything you liked from their draft?
Excuse me.
Not really on their draft. I just like the overhaul itself that they did for that team because it was needed. I think it's kind of hard to gauge the draft class they had because, like you said, we still don't know what they're trying to do as far as like finding their identity. So I don't know if these players will fit that until we see it until we see with our 2 eyes, right? So the overhaul for sure as far as the coaching staff is what I think is a positive for them because they needed it. And if you like all over the internet and all over TikTok, like their fans been praying for it. I know a lot of us here, we even talk about how good Harbaugh is, but like their own fan bases were wanting a change and they got it. So
yeah, so now there's no excuses that can be made. You got what you wanted.
Yeah.
They changed it up. Let's see how it goes. I kind of want to leave Pittsburgh for Alex Milton if you're down with that.
That's cool. I got him on.
So I'll leave you Baltimore and I'll give Alex a prediction for Pittsburgh when we get to it in a little bit. But all right, Milton, let's go ahead and predict the 2026 Baltimore Ravens regular season schedule. Ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, bet. Week 1 at Indy.
To stay consistent, have them losing. So they're losing their week 1 matchup against Indy.
Disgusting. Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Week 2 against the Saints.
Come back. They win. They start the season 1-1.
All right. Week 3 in Rio de Janeiro against the Dallas Cowboys.
Not in America. So America's team banner can go kick rocks. I got Baltimore Ravens winning.
All right. Week 4 against Tennessee.
Tennessee, I have the Baltimore Ravens winning this game as well.
All right. Sunday Night Football, Week 5 at Atlanta.
At Atlanta, I have the Baltimore Ravens winning this game as well. Another one.
All right. Week 6 at Cleveland.
I forgot which one. I think was it the second? Yeah, it was the second matchup that I had them winning. So I had Cleveland winning. So I have Baltimore winning at Cleveland.
Okay. Week 7 against Cincinnati.
Week 7 against Cincinnati. I do think they'll start off. They're going to split with Cincinnati. I think they'll start off hotter than ending. So let me say they'll win against Cincinnati.
All right. Week 8 at Buffalo.
At Buffalo, I have them losing that game. I think Buffalo beats them. Matchup wise, both of them have a new head coach, but I think there's a little bit more continuity with Buffalo. So I'll lean towards Buffalo.
Okay. Week 9 against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they beat Jacksonville. I'm not a fan of Jacksonville whatsoever this year. I think people are way too high.
Have I convinced you about
No,
that?
not on your level. I think you had like 4. No. You actually had a reasonable. How many wins did you have?
6 and 11.
There you go. But I had 8. So we have them not being good, but
Yes.
I think you had them worse than that. I feel like you had them worse than that. Go ahead. We'll see.
Maybe you're right. I mean, maybe 4-13.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I think.
Well, we'll see.
Week
10 against the Chargers.
The Chargers, I have them beating the Chargers. Dub.
All right. Week 11 at Carolina.
They beat the Carolina. At first, I thought it would be one of those tricky matchups, but on my Carolina post-it, I had Carolina losing. So Baltimore beats Carolina.
All right. Week 12 at Houston.
I think Baltimore continues being the big brother to Houston, even though Houston looks freaking fantastic. I think Baltimore beats Houston.
Okay. Heading into the bye with a good streak going right now. Week 14 against Tampa.
This is where it starts kind of breaking down. I think they beat Tampa. So don't get me wrong. They're gonna beat Tampa. Yes, win.
Okay. Week 15 at Pittsburgh.
I got at Baltimore. It's at Pittsburgh. They will lose at Pittsburgh.
Okay. Week 16 against Cleveland.
They will lose against Cleveland. That's one of the Cleveland loss they got.
Oh, no. Week 17 at Cincinnati.
Yeah, and guess what they do to this game? They lose at Cincinnati.
3 games in a row.
Yeah,
after the bye week, by the way.
Mm-hmm. All division matchups. Beat Tampa, Cleveland, Cincy. I mean, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincy, loss.
Wow.
What's in the water in San Antonio right now?
Okay. Well, it's only 5 games, by the way, though. Overall, it's 5 games.
All right. Week 18 against Pittsburgh.
They will split with Pittsburgh, so they lose the last game to Pittsburgh.
All right, Beto, what's your final record for them?
I have them 12-5. They start off super hot, so I get that. I get it. Like, 3 in a row. Well, dude, they won freaking how many games in a row before the bye week? I think that because the new coaching staff, I think they'll start off on fire just because on paper they're so freaking good. Jesse Minter did so much with the Chargers, and at least me and Jose were in agreement as far as on paper the Chargers defense was not that good. It was okay. I'm not Khalil Mack and not Derwin James, but on paper it just wasn't that good. And he made that defense look very, 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 very good. They were top 10 as top 5 passing defense the last 2-3 years. So I think objectively, the Baltimore Ravens have better names on defense, and I think that'll work out for them in the beginning. Towards the end, I think a lot of that's going to start dying off. That's my kind of reasoning behind it. Still a 12-5 record, though. They just end off bad. So that might not be a good thing heading into the playoffs.
Definitely not a good thing heading into the playoffs.
Right,
That's all bad.
right.
All right. Well,
12-5. Record-wise, what do you think?
I could see them losing to the Cowboys.
Yeah, I was like, which is weird because I'm the guy that says Lamar never loses to NFC teams. But if you recall a few years ago when they played Dallas, that was a very tight matchup that they could have easily lost.
Right.
So I in Rio de Janeiro, where both teams are both away, they don't have to worry about their own teams, like home crowdness or anything like that. That could be a loss, honestly.
Yeah, I just think matchup wise, Dallas has no corners. Think what you want about Zay Flowers. What are they going to do to stop Zay Flowers? And then on the opposite side, you get CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Don't get me wrong, their corners can't necessarily man-to-man them, but Baltimore has a really good secondary. They have 3 good corners and 2-3 good safeties. So I think it's just a bad matchup. Mm-hmm.
To be fair, Zay Flowers could probably take himself out of the game, and half the time he the way he runs routes, he runs them right into the defenders. I'm like, what are you doing? Running right into them.
Maybe, but
I don't think you have to go half the time.
There's a lot worse options out there, Alex. Okay, there's a lot worse options.
There's majority. Yeah. But I think Zay will do what he wants against who's the number 1 corner? Deron Bland, right?
He's not on the team no more.
He's not on the team anymore.
I think he is, dude. No. Somebody else said that.
They left. I thought that was. I probably was.
Nah, it was Diggs. Hold on, y'all check for me because somebody said that, and I remember I looked and I said, "No,
let me look at the roster."
He's right there.
Oh, he is on there. Yeah,
he's still there. He's just not talked about because guess what? Yeah, he wasn't good other than that 1 year.
He's gonna get cuts.
High volatile corner out of here.
Yeah. So all right, we're going to final team to talk about with the AFC North, which is the team that won the division last year, which it was the Pittsburgh Steelers. Surprisingly enough, with Aaron Rodgers, somehow, some way, that team went above 500. Mike Tomlin ends his career in Pittsburgh. His career as a head coach in general, above 500, never gone below it once. They replaced him with Mike McCarthy, who reunites with Aaron Rodgers, where they won a Super Bowl against the Pittsburgh Steelers 16 years ago. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of people named Jeff who believe that Aaron Rodgers can get one more.
Super Bowl. Super Bowl's pushing it. All right. I mean, remember last year I did say y'all were out of your mind for thinking they would suck. But Super Bowl's crazy.
If Baltimore and Cincinnati didn't fall apart.
Well, sure. Yeah, right. They wouldn't have been as good for sure. They wouldn't have won a division. Yeah.
They would have won 10 games, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or 9 games, whatever it was. But this year they went ahead and they drafted a new tackle out of Arizona State. They drafted potentially the next future QB in Drew Aller. But of course, if you ask Alex, it's still Will Howard. They went ahead and signed Jaquan Brisker, Rico Dowdle, some fantastic names right there to sign in free agency. They get Jamel Dean out of Tampa as well. They trade for Michael Pittman Jr. So realistically, even though this team doesn't have Mike Tomlin anymore, on paper, this team improved very well this offseason to where the point where if you're an Aaron Rodgers hater or a Mike McCarthy hater, you're like, damn. That's something. But the handcuff thing that you can still talk about is Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers already confirmed this is his last year in the NFL. He's 42. Mm-hmm. You know, he's 6'2", but he's still pleading the fifth out there.
Yeah.
Having his time of his life this offseason.
For sure. He made up with his family. It's all been good. Good news for Aaron Rodgers. It makes me happy.
We find out his wife is not an AI doll. I mean, that's kind of good news too, you know.
Yeah, whatever. Let that man kick rocks. I don't care about that guy.
Well, his final year. But guys, let's talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers in general. Alex, let me go to you. This is a team that you've always giving high respect to TJ Watt's still one of your guys out there. I like, we all like Alex Highsmith out there. He's doing fantastic work on that line as well. But let me ask you, Alex, how do you feel about Pittsburgh? Can they run it back and win the division again with the amount of questions we still have with the rest of the division? Can this team, once again, with Aaron Rodgers leading the helm, win the division?
Absolutely. As much as I hate Aaron Rodgers, I think the way he plays right now in his stage, I mean, obviously he's not the same Aaron Rodgers he was in years past in his MVP like, but I think with this team they have now and Mike McCarthy, some stuff that they are like. We're saying that this is a new team, new regime, but honestly, it's basically the Green Bay Packers from the couple years ago. The same offensive scheme. Aaron Rodgers already knows. I'm sure he's dialing in with DK, letting him know where he wants to be, where he wants him in certain route concepts. So I like it. All these added players that this team needed, holes. Of course, there's holes that still need to be filled, but at least they're trying their best to with the money they got to fill them. So yeah, I think this team could absolutely run it back, and just because there's question marks with the other teams, Cleveland obviously is a shit show. They got like 20 quarterbacks. I'm pretty sure if you look at that quarterback room, we'll probably see our names on there too. Lamar Jackson, they still got a lot of question marks. And the Cincinnati Bengals, I mean, how far could they go? We always say Joe Burrow could take the team to the Super Bowl again, and we're just waiting for that team just to be healthy. That's really it. And Zach Taylor has a lot of he's on a hot seat for sure. So let's just say that. And so yeah, I think Pittsburgh right now is on the up in that division. They have all the momentum, I think, as far as the other teams in the division.
Yeah, for sure.
Milton, how do you feel, man? Obviously, this team, they finished 10-7, I believe. Yes, 10-7 last year. But you see the improvements. Like honestly, what they let go, what they lost, it really feels like they really lost nothing, in my opinion. Like not to the point where I feel like they, I feel like they're gonna fall back. The loss of Mike Tomlin might be something that rattled obviously guys that were there like a long time. But let's be honest, these guys are professionals. Like they should be able to move on forward. Mike Tomlin's not dead, So,
and the defense last year they didn't suck, but it was
but there's a lot of improvements. I think you'll see a healthier TJ Watt.
For sure.
They got Brisker. You can pair him up with Jalen Ramsey as solid safeties. A lot of people still don't really talk enough about how. I mean, obviously Joey Porter. I think a lot of us have him in high regards.
Yes,
but like not enough people are talking about Asante Samuel Jr. coming back from a bad neck scare, right? Sure. Injury scare, and he's back on the field. When Asante Samuel Jr. was on the field, he was a good, comparable, decent, quarterback out there. So there's really no thing that we can start. And then you still have Jamel Dean out there.
Dude, Jamel Dean is the steal that they got a bunch of steals. Jamel Dean was literally the only bright spot on Tampa's secondary, other than Winfield at moments. And they got him for a steal. And he's going to be more than competent for the next 2-3 years, no matter what, especially with the help he has. Joey Porter Jr., he's on his way to be a top 10, top 15 corner if he continues.
Yeah. And that's where the thing is, like, it's not like Mike McCarthy is going to bring in some bad, options out there. He brings in, obviously, this year, Patrick Graham, guy who's been around everywhere. Last couple of years, he was with the biggest Raiders, which, and the bright spot for the Raiders, really, if you can call a bright spot anywhere, was the defense in certain times.
So I want to say, because people will bring that up, because I initially was thinking, like, okay, well, they always had a good pass rush and they overexceeded, but overall their defense wasn't really good. So why the heck this is probably a bad signing? That's what I'm thinking. And then, but if you frame it a different way, which I think is more fair, It's like he dealt with 2 or 3 different head coaches, yet the team thought the best thing to do was to keep him as DC. That's not normally what happens. When head coaches go, everything goes, right? Not him. He continued to stay. Again, he didn't have the adequate weapons.
The owners made them.
Right.
The new head coaches keep him. Like he had no choice.
So that has to show something like, oh, they saw the value in him. He also
3 head coaches.
Right.
Josh McDaniels, Antonio Pierce, and Pete Carroll.
That has to mean something.
To keep him.
That has to mean something.
And you really didn't hear anything on the news that's saying like, oh, they're super against having him around. Like, that was never a thing.
Never heard that. Right.
So that's where you got.
He was with Mike McCarthy. He was with Mike McCarthy a while back.
He's got the mindset because he was also with Belichick before that. I
was going to say he's a Brian Flores Belichick style of if he had the pieces, he would run that style of defense. Those kind of not to the extent Brian Flores does it, but those kind of blitz packages that Brian Flores brings. And look at this freaking defense on paper. Injuries happen.
This is the first complete defensive roster
he's ever had.
That he's had. That's like whoa. And like I said, it was comparable defense the last couple of years where you're just like, okay, Max Crosby, insert all the other 10 names there. That's all he had. And now he has the duo of Highsmith and Watt. He has Patrick Queen. He has these secondary players we were praising about. He's got this whole defensive line with Yahya Black and all this stuff. Like, this is going to be one of his best defensive roster. And it's his job to lose, obviously, right? Because, his first year in Pittsburgh, Mike McCarthy can blame anybody if something goes awry. If they go 8-9 or 9-8, he can blame anybody. He won't get in trouble because his first year head coach.
Sure.
He can blame it on the DC, whatever. But
man, I think this defense has the opportunity to be special. Jalen Ramsey loves playing the position he's playing because I don't think he played that until since college, and because he loves to hit. He's great against the run, and he's allowed to shine there. He still can shut down parts of the field, not like he used to, but he can still do it. He's not washed whatsoever, at least now. At least at this recording, he's not. So Jamel Dean, the mixture of Deshaun Elliott and Jaquan Brisker, like you said. I know Chi-Town said there's weak points in every team. Other than offensive line, I do not see a weakness. Now, I hear you on Aaron Rodgers. He's 42, so I'm not really going to start trying to defend Aaron Rodgers right now. But let's just say throwing the ball, just that, he hasn't lost anything. If he wants to throw a 70-yard bomb, he'll do it. If he wants to put something, it's just the offense that they ran with Arthur Smith. It's probably Aaron Rodgers' fault, though, because he probably had way too much say-so. Aaron Rodgers' downfall is he likes to do these low percentage throws because he can. Like, he can fit it in any kind of window, and he does. But the positive with that, I hope he doesn't always, continue to do that. But the positive if he does do that is he always loved a big body receiver, right? And now you have DK Metcalf, and you bring over Michael Pittman, which is another big body receiver. The duo tight ends, Freiermuth and Darnell Washington, are freaking behemoths of human beings, especially Washington. So I agree, it is really on. Like, the ceiling is up to Aaron Rodgers. I agree. But I think the floor, out of all these teams, the floor is so high for these guys. So high. That doesn't mean anything positive, really, but the floor is the highest.
Yeah, especially when you make those efforts and you're trading in for the Michael Pitt Jr., who's not a bad wide receiver too. Honestly, still should have probably been wide receiver 1 in Indy. Maybe they overpaid for Alex Pierce. They kind of pay for it right now. Sure. But then, like I said a few weeks ago, Rico Dotto, the guy who's going to be taking the RB1 job soon. You put him with Jalen Warren, and these guys are going to have a feast. Aaron Rodgers, as you mentioned, one of the highlights that he did have last year was he gave they weren't running the ball with Jalen Warren because they had play a little catch up. They were dominating with Kenneth Gainwell. One thing you can definitely take advantage of here with Rico Dotto or Jalen Warren, whenever you need a pass catching back. DK Metcalf, as old as he is, as people might feel like he's slowing down. And I say old, right? Because 28 is, for a lot of people, is old.
For a receiver, sure.
Yeah, for a receiver, especially when you feel like he's kind of regressed in certain ways. He's gonna have a lot more room, but he's not just a guy that they're focusing on the every single play like it was last year. Now you have Pittman, who they have to respect. They have to go ahead and try to get in a little more Pat Fryer move, honestly, because Pat's one of those really good, smart tight ends, and I feel like what happened last year that I hated, even with Arthur Smith there, they didn't give him enough love and attention that he or focus on plays for him. Like you said, it could have been an Aaron Rodgers thing as well.
Right, could have been.
But Fryermuth is not a guy you should be like passing by. It's a guy that you should be focused on. 6'5", 260.
Yeah, they got
big fella. Like
if they're
give him
smart,
the ball, feed him.
If they're smart, dude. Him and Darnell Washington, those two tight ends that's crazy.
And it's so stupid because every other year when they focus on giving him the ball, he's kind of cooking.
Right.
You know, first year 500, second year 730, third year 300, fourth year 650, last year 370. It's like, dude, you can't be up and down with this guy. This guy's a lot better than what y'all are kind of treating him now. So
Agreed.
I'm not saying he's Gronk. I'm not saying he's Kelsey, but he's a viable option on the offense. This offense in general, we gave a lot of love to the defense. This offense can cook. They can protect Rodgers enough for him to find something. And obviously, Rodgers is smart enough not to throw picks. He's just throw the ball away.
Yeah.
Stay alive for another play. So I ain't worried about that. You still also got Darnell Washington. That big fella was making some weird plays for some random reason. That's the guy that they were loving.
Brother. Yeah. Hey, I'm with it though. He is a freak of a human being in all the nicest way possible.
Yeah, 6'7", 260 himself is just nasty. So
just running with the ball down, like what are you gonna do?
The only thing they have concern about right now is obviously Joey Porter and Jalen Ramsey, both still on the PUP list right now.
Yeah.
So they haven't really had much time to go out there and train. Yeah. So if you are missing them for a while, that is where the struggle is going to be. But otherwise, once they're all healthy on paper, this is a team to watch. This is a team that you should really be, as long as Aaron Rodgers is not making old man Rodgers mistakes.
Sure.
And it seems like he's a good, clear mind right now, this should be a team that should be back in the playoffs next year.
Completely agree.
Probably should have never given up George Pickens.
Man, imagine though. Yeah, that would
Pickens and Pittman instead of Pickens and Metcalf, or
either one. I mean, if you just put Pickens in there with Aaron freaking Rodgers, I think that's just a match made in heaven, honestly, for what Aaron Rodgers wants. He wants a guy that's like, oh, if you don't have any separation, I don't care. I can put it exactly right here. You just need to catch it. And guess who's one of the best at that is Pickens.
This first place schedule is tough, though. I'm looking at it right now.
It is.
It is a little scary, but I'm waiting and I'm hoping Alex comes back in time so we can get his thoughts. Because what do you think he's going to go with, Milton? Because obviously we would have our predictions, but what do you think he's going to go with? I kind of feel like Alejandro, would either have him 12 or 13 wins somehow with this record, with this schedule. What do you think?
Well, if he's high on them and he's been high on them, this is objectively the best team that Aaron Rodgers has had to play with for a number of years. Because when he first went to the Jets, that was a good team, but then he got hurt in the first play. And then the next year, the Jets weren't as good. They lost some pieces. But anyways, to answer your question, if he's that high on the Pittsburgh, probably like you said, 12, 13. Because, yes, they have the first place schedule, but they're also playing the NFC South and the AFC South, which just AFC South and NFC South, even if we're not just talking about how bad the teams are or not how as competitive it is as a division, I think just matchup-wise, they match up very poorly with Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Like if these guys are healthy, of course. Yes.
Now, to add on to that, yes, the first place schedule, but here's the teams that can give you a little worry because it's first place. They got the Patriots.
I see it. Yeah.
They got the Texans. The
Philly.
Texans one is a scary one. And then you got Philly coming out from the extra. I still don't know how they do that rotation with that 17th game, but they get Philly, they get their Pennsylvania brother on the schedule. And of course, they get the Broncos. So those four teams alone, not including the division, that's to me it's a little scary.
It depends on how Alex shapes it and frames it if he comes. But even if you just watch that, though, how many other losses are they going to have? You know what I mean? Like we'll see. Because I got my record here, but the Houston, the Philly, the Denver, that's the New England. Those are going to be rough. Those are definitely going to be rough. But that's only 4. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start a little more for him. So, guys, sorry for the brief, hiatus here, but we want to give Alex the possible nod to give us his listings for the Steelers, because obviously we can give you ours, but it's always fun to get another eye's perspective on these stuff. So, Milton, obviously next week in 10 days, we will have the NFL, not the NFL, the fantasy football draft combine. For
the NFL
us.
Doesn't care about us.
Yeah, they might right? They might invite us and like, this is what you're not supposed to do.
Yeah. Let's teach our guys what not to do on the field. Yeah.
All these dumb folks are either at least 30 and above. Yeah. No, don't do this no more. I think Marco's the youngest. Is
Marco on our team or he's on the other team?
He's on the other team.
All right, I want to guard whoever the youngest is. I want to guard.
So Marco, you want to guard Marco?
If whoever's the most athletic, I want to challenge that.
Athletic? Oh shit, that's a different story then.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see when I get there. When I get there, I'll be able to get an eye test better.
Youngest would be Marco. Most athletic will either be Tony or Jay.
Okay. Well, I'll probably want to. I'll definitely know myself.
Jay's the soccer player, so his Cavs are going to be probably the biggest one there.
Okay.
Or squad. So not a respect. I don't know. I mean, the last time. I mean. Last time I saw him, a long time ago, by the way. Yeah. I mean, the dude was not Saquon, but he was Timu Kwan.
Okay. So yeah, because I know myself, I'm gonna want to challenge, so I'm gonna. Okay.
That's what I was trying to say for Kevin, but if you want to do that,
it's whatever. We'll see when I get. We'll see. I might change my whole mind and be like, give me the easiest matchup, Jose, please.
But I'm not. Do you feel ready? Do you feel ready with all the competitions, with everything going on? Do you feel 10 days out? You feel good to go? Because y'all motherfuckers got me on 12 drives where I'm just like, all right, fine, 60 yards to score. Fuck it, I'll do my best.
I'm not, like I said in the text or wherever I was texting, I'm not in the shape I used to be. So I'm definitely not as confident as I would normally, but I'm excited. And my excitement will make my adrenaline pump. And I do have decent endurance, not like I used to. I'm bigger than I used to be. So yeah, I'm excited, dude. I'm ready. Other than the soccer, I'm going to suck at that, but that's okay. I could suck at something. That's all right.
As long as you go early, you can pick who the goalie is for you. So like if you want Alex because he's the shortest, you can do that.
But he's played soccer. He's going to
he's got the shortest arms. He got the shortest height, though.
Yeah.
When he dies, and now he's probably all listening to this. When he dies, he's probably not going to be able to reach it as easy as everyone else.
Oh, man. Yeah, we'll see. The soccer part,
maybe
I'm not
throwing
excited
my own
about.
game plan out there, and I probably shouldn't, but, hey.
That's the only thing I'm not excited about. It's the freaking soccer. All right. Well, this is going to be where I'm going to be looking like a child out there.
Do you feel comfortable with 12 drives? Because you won't be able to be a quarterback until drive 8.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm cool.
I don't know. I'm freaking out. I'm nervous as hell.
I'm freaking
out, dog. Okay, I did a combine last month and I felt good, but that was only 40 yards. Now y'all making me do 60. I'm like, fuck it.
It's only 20. It's only 20 extra yards. Oh, overtime.
And that was probably like 8 drives total. And this is like we're doing an extra 4. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I was tired after 8. Like,
okay,
maybe it was 9 because we were like first scored to 3 points, but.
You're bringing an ice chest, right?
I'm bringing maybe an ice and 1.5 ice chest. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say I'll bring some drinks as long as I can stay hydrated. I'm good. It's when I start getting thirsty. It's like I'm a waste out here, guys.
There's some train tracks nearby where you can go take a piss if you need to. I don't know if there's a toilet.
Oh yeah, I don't. Right. Yeah, right on. That's gonna be super sweet. Though.
The biggest concern we should have as our team is if James shows up on time.
Is he not? He's known for not doing that or something?
Well, last year he showed up like an hour 15 late.
Oh, hour 15 is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I've had to put the penalty that if for every 15 minutes you lose 10 points.
Oh, James, if you watch this, please don't do that, dude. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that will lose all momentum. All that excitement will kind of go away. Oh no. So I hope not.
Like I love him because he's a great athletic motherfucker. Like he'll catch the ball and he'll even if it's behind him, like he'll catch it. But if he doesn't show up, for the punts, the throws, the penalty kicks,
forgot
all the stuff. Come on, bro, you can punt. Come on, do we need to go practice next weekend? Do we need to go practice this weekend as a team and warm up?
Right. We really do. I think so. I meant to probably tomorrow. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go get a football and start messing with it. I haven't played ball in a minute. I know I'm good I know I still got my throwing angles. I know I still can catch. I know I can still run routes, but yeah, getting the feel for it again. I got to get it instead of the day of. That's not going to be good for us, man.
Yeah, I need to work on my throws, so I need to play catch. There's something with my hip. I gotta do the Dak Prescott hip flex.
Yeah. Oh man, dang it. I wish we. Well, I wonder how close we stay. We'll figure that out after the show. I'll figure out how close we stay. We could start practicing throwing the ball.
Well, shit. I mean, I got a few houses to check on Sunday, but after that, I'm free. If you want to go, run some shit, I'll invite some of the guys, see if anybody wants to go meet up or anything. Cause
yeah,
we should probably warm up.
Just so we can be ready.
I'll invite our opponents and be like, you know what, guys?
No, absolutely not. No, that's where I disagree, Jose. We're not. We need every advantage.
Don't give them the tape.
Don't give them anything. All right, we're not just excellent guys that could switch it up on game day. All right, no, we're gonna have to figure this out together.
Come on, bro.
Maybe one guy. That's it. Maybe Trey. I trust a guy like Trey. There you go.
I wouldn't trust Trey for shit. I love the guy, but no, hell no.
No, okay. I
wouldn't trust James or Jeff to show up from our team. Maybe Kevin. Kevin might do it. Kevin might help us out. Tim.
Yeah.
Tim has the day off that day. Maybe he'd show up.
Yeah, I'm down for it. That would be super sweet. Yeah.
But Alex is.
We should just do. Maybe let's do the Pittsburgh together. Maybe we disagree or agree.
Let's just do me here.
Okay.
You already did Baltimore. Don't be selfish, brother. No,
I forgot. Who did I else do? Cleveland. There you go.
Yeah, you did Cleveland and Baltimore.
All right, let me get their schedule up.
Maybe he comes in and saves the day.
That's okay. Let's go.
Alex, we're getting plenty of time, bro.
All right, so the Pittsburgh Steelers 2026 record prediction.
Real quick. I'm just going to remove them. So that way, there.
Oh.
Clean video. So go restart. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. The Pittsburgh Steelers 2026 schedule prediction. It's you, right? Oh, it's me. Oh, I'm sorry. Week 1. Make sure. Versus Atlanta.
Week 1 against Atlanta at home. They're going to win that one.
Okay. Week 2 at New England.
This is going to be the Patriots' revenge game from last year. There won't be 5 turnovers that they can take advantage of. They will lose this one.
Oh, what a game, right? That pissed me off. I said, I'm mad that it was that close. They should have just beat us up, so I didn't have. Yeah. Anyways.
No false hope.
Yeah, right. Week 3, they're going to be at home versus Cincinnati.
Yeah, going back to the Cincinnati schedule, I gave the Steelers a win here.
Okay. Week 4, Thursday Night Football at Cleveland.
Short week. Todd Monken, be fired, please. They will win this game.
Damn, that early? No way. Week 4, get out of here. Week 4, okay. Week 5 at home against Indy.
This is one of those games where it depends if the run defense is on point. Because I feel like DJ Watt's taking a step back on making that run defense. Mm-hmm. If this is a Jonathan Taylor game, this could be a scary upset for Pittsburgh. So you know what? Fuck it. Let me be nice. Colts win this one.
Ooh, I will say to add, it's not going to help to tear you away, but remember when the Colts were on fire, then they were like 7-1. And then they played Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh beat them. It was just Pittsburgh shouldn't have won. They just freaking beat them. Well,
this is also the beginning of Daniel Jones's injury.
Oh, sure, that could play a factor. You're right.
Because he played her for a few weeks.
Before the injury. Yeah, right. Oh. That when you saw the play dropping off, funny enough, that was kind of when the injury started.
Because this was when his knee was bothering him, and then the Achilles tore like 2 weeks later.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you're right. All right. Week 6 at Tampa.
Yeah, I've gone back to Tampa schedule a few weeks ago. I think they beat Tampa and Raymond James.
Okay. Week 7, they're playing New Orleans at
Paris, France.
Crazy
enough, I'm going to stick to it. I did this a few weeks ago. This is where they lose to the Saints in an upset loss here.
Okay. Dang, son. All right. Week 8, right before the bye week, at home versus Cleveland.
They turn it up here. They go ahead and win this one heading into the bye.
Sweeping Cleveland. Week 10 at Cincinnati after the bye week.
So they won the first matchup, which was at home. This is now at Cincinnati. They will lose this matchup.
Okay. Really mixed season. Fair enough. Week 11 at Philly.
Yeah, I think you're going to see the differences here in quarterback playoff quality. I think they beat Philly and they win the Pennsylvania battle.
I like that. Okay. Week 12, they're at home versus Denver. This is the Black Friday game?
Correct.
Right.
They will go ahead since they're at home. I think they are the better team. I think they will have a Rico Dowdle, Jalen Warren type game. I think they will beat the Denver Broncos.
Okay. Let's go week 13. Man, what a stress. I didn't even see that. Philly, Denver, Houston. Damn, son. Week 13 at home versus Houston.
I did Houston's schedule a few weeks ago. I'm trying to remember the 3 teams that beat them. I don't recall if Pittsburgh was one of them.
I don't think so.
I don't think it was. So I'm going to go ahead and give a loss here for the Steelers against the Texans. I know I had like high on Houston, so I'm going to say they lost to Houston. Yeah.
I mean, even the playoff game, what was it, 30-6? So, yeah, fair enough. Week 14 at Jacksonville, Monday Night Football.
I know Jacksonville's trying to be better, but they smoke them here. They beat Jacksonville to a pulp.
Okay. Week 15 at home versus Baltimore. First matchup.
I will say this, Milton, this matchup, I'll agree with you. I think they beat Baltimore in this week matchup here, this week 15 matchup.
Okay. Week 16 flex game, we got them at home versus Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina nobody knows when this game's going to happen. There's 4 different dates here. It's stupid. They'll beat Carolina in this matchup.
Yeah, I don't understand these things. We said that like last week. I don't even get this. But yeah. Okay. Week 17 at Tennessee.
Yeah, they'll beat Tennessee as well. They'll get this one not easily. They'll be a little more competitive than we think, but and they'll show you signs of what Tennessee's future can be. But this is a Pittsburgh win here.
Okay. And the last game is going to be at Baltimore, and I believe you have Baltimore winning.
Oh, you did the Baltimore schedule, but yes, you are absolutely right. I do have Baltimore winning this one. I cannot imagine them sweeping Baltimore unless Baltimore has another horrific season like last year, where they did get swept by the Steelers last year. So what's my record, Milton?
Well, we agree. Pittsburgh Steelers 11-6.
Ooh, okay.
11-6. That's pretty sweet. That's a game above last year. I think it's reasonable. All right. What do you think, Chi-Town?
Oh shit! I didn't even know it was on already.
Yeah, he's on now. But okay, so we did predictions because we're in for you. We did everything we could have stalled for you.
We really did.
So, no, man,
you're dad mode. You're dad mode.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
It's I got the cap on. It's coach mode, man. I just got after a phone call with one of the parents' dad.
You're not coaching my son right now.
No, not. It's actually the opposite.
There you go. Okay, respect to you.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I apologize for my son not being good. No.
Thanks for going easy on him. Thanks for going easy on him, man. I appreciate it.
He deserved to get demoted.
I'm not a type of coach that will get in kids' face. I don't want them to hate the game.
Nah, they're all like 6 or 7, bro. Like not even.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, don't. 6 and 7 would be crazy. Just
Alex, I'm out of. Y'all have practices throughout the week, right?
Monday through Thursday, I got baseball and football, and then Fridays I'll do like parents would want me to do like what's it called?
I gotta bring you Julian.
Like
I might have to bring you Julian because that
Fridays are just open to like whatever. So parents usually message me, could you do like a little drill for like my son or something? Like, could you guys practice with my son out of team practice? So I'll do something like I'll get a group of kids. We'll go to the cages, or if not, we'll do some like football drills. I don't. There's always kids in my house. It sounds weird. It sounds weird, but
that's nowadays it does, but it's fine.
Yeah, we're working, man. We're doing drills. We're working on mechanics and everything.
I gotta find something for Leon because like the league he's in, they practice and play the same day. There's no real like drills or anything he learned. So there's really nothing for him there.
Oh, that's young. Well, what is he, 5 or 6?
He's 5, but I mean, still, like there should be some kind of practices so he kind of gets to it. Like that's the only thing.
Addison practiced at 5. Addison was practicing 3 times a day for flag, or 3 times a week. I mean,
I was gonna say a day. Goddamn, bro.
Yeah, 3 times.
Murder my nephew.
Overtraining.
By the way, my nephew's strong. A few weeks ago, they came over, not Alex, right? And my nephew freaking just grabbed onto my leg, like he just jumped on that shit and like a fucking flagpole, and I'm like, God damn, bro, you're strong. Get off me.
He tried to single leg you, dude.
Yeah, he did, bro. Like, get off me. Like, he was a strong motherfucker. He's like, Theo, I missed you. I was like, oh, I miss you too. I missed you too. Now get off me. But he was strong. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, I got to get Junior in something too, so maybe.
But all right, Alex, you know what? Because I told you could do it, I want to run down the schedule for you right now for the Steelers. So let's get you a quick run through for it. All right. Predicting the 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers regular season record with Alex. Week 1, Atlanta.
That's a win, man. They got Tua.
Week 2, Patriots.
That's a loss. I think that it's in, and I don't care where it's at. I think they'll lose to them.
Okay. Week 3, Cincy.
That's a win. I feel like it's a win.
Week 4, at Cleveland.
That's a win.
Week 5, Indy.
That's a win.
Week 6, at Tampa.
At Tampa. That's a loss. I feel like that's a lot of away games that they're getting away with already. So
okay. Week 7 in Paris against the Saints.
They're good shot.
Yes. Yes. He's with me on this shit, bro. I said the same shit. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Well, he had them winning, and you used his line, so this was a beautiful.
Did I really?
Yes.
I hate you.
I've been saying for the last shit they're gonna get shucked. So I mean, you said it. Yeah, they get shucked. All right.
Good for you.
Week 8 against Cleveland.
They'll split this one. I know they beat them in Cleveland, right? The first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
They'll split.
I think they'll split. For some reason, they always fucking lose to Cleveland.
But
it don't matter who's on the team. It doesn't matter who's on that team.
It's still Cleveland is just like a pest for their division.
I don't know why.
Defense.
Okay, well, let's see how the rest of this season goes because it's not good right now. After the bye, at Cincy.
That's opposite of Cleveland. What they do to what Cleveland does to Pittsburgh. For some reason, they own Cincy. I feel like they'll sweep Cincy this year.
Okay, at Philly.
At this point, Jalen Hurts is garbage. So that's a win.
All right. Week 12, Friday night, Black Friday against Denver.
That's a loss.
Okay. Week 13 against Houston.
Ooh, that was a tough game last year.
30-6, dude.
Yeah. It was terrible. But like I said, I don't know. CJ, at this point, CJ's trash too.
Oh, wow.
So that's a win.
Oh, Week 14 at Jacksonville.
Oh, Jacksonville's garbage.
Week 15 against Baltimore.
That's a loss.
Okay. Week 16 versus Carolina.
Can't do this to my Carolina boys.
You can't always have Carolina win. Every time I hear Carolina, you freaking got the win. Come on.
Like 17-0 Carolina, bro. Bryce Young MVP. Hall of Fame.
No, I'll give him a win here. Milton's right. Every time Carolina comes up, at this point, yeah, Carolina will probably be 17-0 whenever
they get their first loss here. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Week 17 at Tennessee.
That's a win.
All right, and then week 18 at Baltimore.
I feel like this will come down to the division. Do they split it or do they go 0-2?
You tell me.
I think
This means a lot.
I think Lamar finds his groove though at this point.
So they got swept.
And the Ravens are rolling into the playoffs hot.
Okay, compared to what my point. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
So you got them 10-7, same as last year,
man. Yeah. Okay.
Really?
I have them 11-6.
Yep. So do I.
Dang.
Yeah.
The games I said different for that you kind of said. Obviously, I think they sweep the Browns because this Monken sucks.
Yeah, me too.
And then you kind of flipped it for me. I had them losing to the Colts and beating the Bucks. You had a flip there, so it's not really too much difference there. But a lot of those stuff we agreed upon. So okay, bet. That's the Steelers for you. Let's see how the fans. Oh, bro, the fans have not liked a lot of these videos.
Nah, I ain't gonna like that.
Brother, the Saints fans are delusional.
Oh my gosh! I finally looked. Oh my goodness! Where did they come from?
I seen a little bit of it. They're going after you, all right, for the Saints.
Oh my goodness! When did the Saints become
7-10, dog?
Right? When did the Saints become like a for sure easy playoff? Like what? Oh gosh! Man. I saw the comments. That's crazy.
Oh wait, so I didn't even I originally didn't know, like, why were they mad? I first thought that because you guys put them at like 1 win or 2 wins for the year, that's why they got mad. So you guys put them at 7 wins?
I got them. When I did it was 7-10, and
that's reasonable though.
There's no way we get swept by the Falcons. There's no way we lose to the Giants.
Like, what makes y'all say that?
They won't start 1-5. You want to bet on it? I'm like, they started 1-5 last year. Bro.
I mean, look,
they might.
Every year there's a surprise team, right? For sure.
Sure, of course.
But
right.
Let's be reasonable right now. The Saints are not like that right now.
I don't think it's the Saints, right? If it's going to be an NFC South team that's going to surprise everybody, it would be Panthers. They're going to surprise. They're a surprising kind of team. I agree with that. Yeah.
Or even if that, Atlanta, because yes, they have Tua, but they got a lot of They have a lot of
but they at least won. Well, yeah, they would be a surprise team. Yeah.
Those two teams alone. Those are the two teams that, if you're talking about an NFC South team, those are the two teams that are competing. The Bucks are ass. I said this. That's why when I put the Bucks video and it's 3-14, they're gonna hate me.
I respect that.
I've been behind the Bucks for years, and you know this, Alex. Since Tom Brady got there, I've been behind the Bucks for them. But they asked this year, and that was before the Vita Vea and the Baker contract news came out. So I had that record before that. So they're gonna come out my head tomorrow. For sure. But all right, guys. Top 15 cornerbacks today. Obviously, this is gonna be a controversial take because Alex probably has the bottom 5 guys on my list as his top 5. No,
I didn't even do one.
Well, okay. You could probably make one up on the list.
Critique arts.
No, I'll critique and I originally didn't think I was going to be here in time, but I told Jose that I was like last minute and I was already going to practice. Like, fuck, I already make one. But
there you go.
I'll be on for this one for sure. I really want to hear it.
All right, you hate me in every possible way. No, I'm sorry if I offend anybody. I'm so sorry.
It's crazy because today I did cornerback drill, so I want to hear it.
Okay.
Well.
I'm so sorry. Please don't hurt me. Please. All right. I mean this with nothing but respect. All right, guys. My top 15 cornerbacks today. Number 1, PS2. Number 2, Derek Stingley. Number 3, Christian Gonzalez. Number 4, Denzel Ward. Number 5, Devin Witherspoon. Number 6, J.C. Horn. Number 7, Milton, Trent McDuffie. Number 8, Sauce Gardner. Number 9, Quinyon Mitchell. Number 10, Jalen Johnson. Number 11, Kamari Lassiter. Number 12, Joey Porter Jr. Number 13, Cooper DeJean. Number 14, DJ Turner. And number 15, Jamel Dean.
Okay. I appreciate the Jamel Dean love for sure. That means you knew something. But okay. We're at odds.
Fell that one. Sorry.
But he's right there at 16?
Yeah, he was like at 16. He was like, is AJ or Jamel?
Okay.
But AJ's kind of been inconsistent the last couple of years.
For sure. You know what? Maybe I just go and then we kind of talk about why your list is what? Okay, so no, it's not. It depends on. I want to know how
we'll
you
let
got
the professor decide. He'll grade our numbers.
Right? Sure. So the top 15 corners heading into the 2026 season. At number 1, I got PS2. At number 2, I have Derek Stingley. At number 3, I got Gonzo. So that we're good there. I swear, we'll see. At number 4, I have Quinyon Mitchell. At number 5, I have Devin Witherspoon. At number 6, I have Sauce Gardner. At number 7, I have Jalen Johnson. Number 8, Joey Porter Jr. At number 9, Trent McDuffie. And at number 10, Kamari Lassiter. At number 11, Denzel Ward. 12, J.C. Horn. 13, Cooper DeJean. 14, DJ Turner. 15, A.J. Terrell. My 16 and 17, 16 was Mike Jackson, and 17 was Jamel Dean.
What was it before again? Because that's when Julian came in right now. I didn't hear
Quinyon Mitchell.
Quinyon was
a number 4. You're not as high on him, I see.
I think.
That one.
Okay, so I mean I like him. He's top 10, right? Like I still like it.
He's top 10, sure.
He's not the worst or anything like that. He's not like out of.
I think he's right there.
But I think the only reason I'm a little iffy on Quinyon is because, and he adjusts very well in game doing this, but a lot of early on first half issues that he has is that he bites a lot and he just lets the receiver beat him to the punch and take a lot of extra yards because he's trying to be that spectacular pick instead of just like allowing it to like flow with the defense. You saw even last year, I think it was not the playoff game or maybe it was like late in the season, he was getting cooked early, and then he turned it up and shut down the wide receiver. But early on, I was like, dude, like that, and that was kind of like a consistent thing throughout the year. It's like he bites a little too much for my liking, and that's one of those things where I never kind of he's better, but it's one of the reasons I never really liked Trayvon Diggs as much as everyone else did. You get what I mean? Like Trayvon would just bite. And he would have some highlights, but there would be a lot of like he let go way too much for my liking. So that's where Quinyon is. I mean, obviously Quinyon's also coming out his second year, so it's not like it's insane to like have a little questionable stuff for him because he's only going to be now a third year back. So
sure,
but still top 10 for me. It still like feels really good. I think top 4 is a little crazy because now like in that situation for me, it's like. Well, now I'm putting him right there outside those top 3 guys that we just have mentioned. And those guys have been elite shutout guys that really don't let any touchdowns or many yards throughout the year. And Quinyon's, he's moving on up there, but he's not there yet.
So until you did that, I was going to leave it alone. But now you're questioning. So I'll disagree as far as the yard. In the beginning, sure. But overall throughout the year, he only allowed less than 2 yards after the catch per reception. So he bites, but he shuts it down as well. I don't know where I got this stat from, but he was top 5 in the most tight window throws forced. I don't know how you would even depict it, but at 42% or tight window throws whenever he's the corner in possession of the receiver. Right. He's what stat did I put down here? 4.8 yards, blah, 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 blah. He's already had 29 pass deflections in 2 seasons. I think this was last year. No, it wasn't last year. Maybe 2 years. He's only allowed 1 or 2 touchdowns. Especially last year, he only allowed 1 touchdown, I believe.
Yeah, on record they only gave him like 1 touchdown allowed last year.
Right, but he's targeted. He was targeted
the playoffs.
Right. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fair. Not playoffs included. So I should have included the playoffs though. But to be targeted, I think 88 times and only allow 1 touchdown, that shows a lot as far as like pure shutdown. I guess it depends on what our criteria is. And my criteria is like, okay, well, I'm looking for is like James said in the safety video, it is a little bit preference for sure.
Yeah.
I'm looking for shut down this entire side of the field. That's all I want you to do.
Quinyon Mitchell, right?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
So,
that's why.
Okay, can I butt in just a little bit?
Of course,
Yes,
of course,
Professor.
dude.
So let's rewind a little bit. Let's look back, right? What do the Philadelphia Eagles play a lot on defense?
Zone.
Who's
Like the scheme?
who's their DC?
Vic Fangio.
What does he love to do?
Zone.
No, he loves to blitz, right?
Yeah.
I see he loves to blitz his linebackers a lot. So when you do that, essentially you're in a lot of man to man, right?
Yeah.
Those
Right.
tight those tight windows that I don't want to attack you again, Milton, but
Please. I think this is going my way, though.
Stats wise, absolutely those tight window throws. Mitchell is like top 5 and everything, right?
Right.
Or he's his top corner.
He is. Yeah.
But he is in a lot of those positions because of the scheme they run.
Sure.
He is man to man. He's not off 15, 10 yards or even 5 yards off his receiver. He's a type of receiver that will jam and is in those already tight windows. Versus other receivers like AJ Terrell, they play a lot of zone.
Sure.
There, so he is off a lot. So of course some of his stats won't look as sexy as Quinton Mitchell. To me, I think he is ascending. I don't think he's there yet. Too, like Jose said, there's a lot of stuff that does need to be cleaned up. But I do feel like he might be a top corner eventually in the league. But he's just, to me, he's not there yet for sure.
I will say, you bringing up the man thing, it's just a rebuttal. The man thing is more in my favor. So again, my criteria on the corner is, yes, the man-to-man. Zone concepts and all that, you could use the same argument as like, okay, well, it's because the scheme. Well, same thing for zone. I'm not going to put anything negative on any of the corners based on the scheme, because I do understand that means something. But Quinton Mitchell has to play man-to-man, and I think if you're a great man-to-man corner, that's very valuable for me. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we haven't seen him in a different scheme, sure, but I mean, that, like Jose said, I mean, it's this third year. I'm not going to hold it against him. And I think, like y'all said, he is ascending. If you want to say maybe I have him too high because of the other names, remember this. I'm not making this list on like, oh, everybody's body of work, who's the top corner, because this would be disrespectful. I would never disrespect Denzel Ward or Jalen Johnson or Sauce Gardner like that, right? So, but I'm talking about, okay, from the last, like almost all the videos, Jose, I'm really going off of the last year, the year prior, and if they were injured the year before that, heading into this year. And the same thing is the same. Vic Fangio is still the defensive coordinator. Quinton Mitchell is just going to have a bigger help in Rick Woolen, because Rick Woolen, guess what? He's not a great zone corner, but he's a very sticky man coverage corner, right? So I think, that's where my list is. That's why I put them in the positions I have them in.
I think another one that I have to say for both of y'all is Sauce Gardner. He's been getting me upset a lot lately, especially.
You like that AJ Brown video yesterday? You like that where he kept beating it? He slipped on that little curl.
It was clipped though. I didn't like it. I didn't, because now people are making a big deal out of it. It's a clip.
I don't know. Like Sauce Gardner has been for sure dropping on the way I've been viewing him for sure.
Tell me why.
I think one of the reasons why I negate that, Alex, is because he's still putting up the deflection, like the percentage numbers, like
he's still shutting it down.
The issue is, like, I think even especially last year, and it looked worse last year when he joined. Like when he started with the Colts, it looked great. Then he got hurt right away, and then when he came back, he got beat because obviously he was still playing hurt. But like those things where people want to like bully Sauce even for like those final Jet years, I'm like, dude, he's on the field like 80% of the damn time of the game because the fucking offense can't score for shit. So the defense has to play nonstop. So of course he's gonna get tired and he's gonna get beat. But when he's fresh legs and all that, Sauce is still one of those dudes. So I mean, that's why I still have him up there. A lot of it also out of respect. So until I see the major drop off where everyone's whooping his ass, I think that's where I feel like then I'll drop him out of the top 10.
Tell me where you don't have to be specific, Chi-Town, but where would you have him? Because I have him 6. Jose has him 8. Would you say he's not a top 10 corner? I wouldn't say that.
Had him in top 5. I
Nah,
honestly
nah. Because I do, because I
see.
see. Yeah. I'm not
sworn
gonna go. I'm not gonna go off a name. You know what I mean?
We have
No.
4 names that are the same. It's PS2, Stingley, Gonzo, and Witherspoon, and then we're different on Quinion and Denzel Ward.
I think Sauce would be a good spot between like 7 to like 12 range to me.
Yeah, that's where I have him.
7 to 12.
Okay.
I honestly thought I could have. I swear I could have heard like I thought somebody said 5.
No.
Now 5. I got Witherspoon. We both have Witherspoon at 5. That's where we agree.
By the way, fresh full year with Lou Anarumo.
And then
it's gonna be so good for him.
Yeah, I heard that you guys got Houston's Lassiter.
Oh, for sure, dude. I guess
it could now. I'll be fair because I was like this also with I think not putting Petrie a few weeks ago on safety. A lot of they're looking good in the secondary could be just because of the pass rush in the front.
I was about to say that.
So I knew that's where you're gonna go because that's the reason why I didn't have Petrie is because of pass rush. But I feel like there's not enough good enough excuse to give other corners. I know AJ Terrell's great. Like Atlanta's fucked him. They fucked him raw, dog. Like that's the only thing.
AJ Terrell's one of my favorite corners.
Yeah, that's why he's
sound and everything.
For me.
Yeah, but, he's sound and everything. Sure.
Denzel Ward is
yeah. Why are you so low on him? Why is he not top 10 for you, Milton?
Well, he's number 11, so he's right there. And it was he could easily jump Lassiter and McDuffie, but I just don't. He's not been bad whatsoever, and he's always been sound. But I don't expect him to still just be at a top 10 level because the defensive coordinator, if you think AJ Terrell's just not been utilized correctly, well, the new defensive coordinator is the guy coordinating him, I believe.
Can I make a bold statement about a certain player that's on this list that we've been kind of going after for the past 2 years? I think me and Milton have is Trey McDuffie.
Yeah,
I think he's a player that could possibly be a top 3 corner in the league next year.
Because the new situation he's in.
Yes,
right?
Exactly. Yeah, and
100%.
because of the pass rush. We just talked about it how another
Donald comes back.
Because the pass rush, right? Because of Houston, right? Trey McDuffie could benefit crazy with this.
Dude,
and me and you, Milton, we've been
just critical. We've been critical of him. Yeah.
But it was something that like it's not that we're going after him. I mean, like I think it was necessary.
It was just the overhype. It was the overhype of him. They were like he was like a top 3 corner or something. It was like based off of what?
Yeah. And then we've seen it from where he went from slot corner to outside corner where he struggled.
Right, and it went down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
that's it. That's all I was. Yeah, I'm with you.
So I think he's like a corner that for sure could come like.
No, for sure.
Me, it's gonna surprise a lot of people, but not to me. It won't be a surprise because I kind of know what's gonna end up happening. People are gonna be so high in him again, and me and you will both know. Like, well, honestly, it's probably the pass rush that's making him look that good.
Yeah, and the help. He has a great safety room. You got a great slot corner. He has his position now with the pass rush and having Jalen Watson coming over, having the Cameron Curl Kitchens as the safety and having Quentin Lake as the slot and interchanging that. I agree. It could, this could, all the Trey McDuffie hate that we've given, and it's not even hate, I agree, will look like, oh, these guys are freaking idiots. But there's context to it. All right. It's just because of 1 year. 1 year doesn't make or break especially a corner. A corner is a volatile position, and it's one of the hardest positions, in my opinion, in the NFL. So, and the thankless one too. 1 year you can be fantastic. Another year you just don't have as many interceptions. Hence Sauce Gardner. No offense to anybody. Yeah, but McKinney? Yeah. McKinney's still respected. Nobody says like he sucks, but same thing. Like, oh, you see 8 interceptions and then you see 2. It's like, oh man, I guess he fell off. No, one, he's less targeted. They didn't want to target him as much. But anyways, I'm going on a tangent. But let's go on our list, dude. So McDuffie, yeah, I got 9. You have him 7. You are super high. I want it to be. I think again, if we're just going off of talent, it's a different list. But I have J.C. Horn 12th. You have J.C. Horn 6th. Is that because, since we're on the subject, because you believe the pass rush is going to be better?
No, I've always loved J.C. Horn. Even since
last year was bad for him though.
No, last year was not. Obviously, it's one of the things that keeps him out of the top 5 conversations. For me. But J.C. Horn, honestly, when he's healthy, when he's got everything going for him, and he obviously include the pass rush, he's that guy you don't want to play against. You don't want to throw the ball at him. J.C. Horn is a disruptor. He is one of those things. He's one of those guys that has kept the Panthers a bit afloat on the defensive side the last couple of years. Now he's got a better defense this year, so he's gonna have a lot more help where he doesn't have to carry the load the whole way through. He got his own. We talked about it every damn week. Milton feels like he's got a Devin Lloyd at the linebacker position. He's got Jalen Phillips over there in the front now, so he's got a lot of help where he's not the only guy that people have to play around, against. So
for sure,
I don't know. I like J.C. Horn. This is an easy. He can, it'd be tough for him to crack the top 5 because I feel like my top 5 are solid guys. I just feel like, honestly, unless let's say Quinion, and depending how people want to talk about McDuffie this year, but more Quinion is the only real threat to nudge the top 5. Otherwise, the top 5, I feel like for me, and we agree on 4 of them, are kind of irremovable guys. Respectfully,
depending on this next season, if one of them fall off and the other one just has a great season. But J.C. Horn could be one of those guys because I love Mike Jackson. I think Mike Jackson doesn't get enough of love, especially how he's revitalized his career. And also to all the J.C. Horn fans, if anybody watches this, I understand people are gonna stat watch. I think he had 4 or 5 interceptions this last year, and then Milton just said he had a bad year. Well, he allowed 6 or 7 touchdowns. All right, he was it was kind of that kind of year, and it's not all because of him. I don't like the defensive coordinator, so maybe that's part of it. But the defense coordinator is still coming back, and so that's why I'm not as high on him. That's all, not because of him whatsoever. But okay, DJ Turner, appreciate the love there. Coop Porter Jr., you see that I am. I'm much more high on him. Especially the situation. I think the situation is really.
It's also for Joey. For me, was more the last couple of years of situation. The defense has not been as crisp as previous years, but he's still that guy. Alex, how you feel about us? He's got him 7th. I got him 10th. Jaden Johnson. Too low on my part.
No, I think from the season he had last year. I mean, he came back from injury. At the end of the year, for sure, he was getting back to himself.
Sure.
Especially in the playoffs, him and that secondary really played really good between, I think it was week 14 or 15 all the way through the Rams game. They started to find their groove a little bit. Besides, I think the only game they really had a hiccup was against the 49ers. But other than that, I mean, their secondary looked really good, especially Jalen Johnson on his side of the ball. Even on that 49er game, I mean, he still played good. But I think that's a good spot for now. I mean, for sure, because he was coming back from injury, and he got a big contract. So at the time, so let's see what we could do this year. I know a lot of injuries have been happening right now with Chicago.
Yeah,
with Kyle Gordon now Kobe Bryant. Yeah. And now speaking about Chicago, I mean, there's breaking news right now saying that they might land a deal in Indiana. Tomorrow.
Is it breaking more news for you because you've been kind of in denial?
Well, there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff still going on, but they're saying that tomorrow should be we should know a lot more by tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking right now. The mayor from Hammond expects the Chicago Bears to announce that they're moving tomorrow.
Well, because tomorrow it's going to expire from
the Chicago lease.
No. Indiana. If they can't get them to come tomorrow, then it's not going to go. But
wow,
it's still going to be the Chicago Bears, though, right?
That's what they're. That's what I saw. That Indiana. Indiana wants I think one of the things that Indiana said that they'll
Hammond
do
Bears.
is that the name has to change. But what's crazy is that Indiana, where they're gonna have the stadium, is actually closer to where the original field is in Soldier Field than Arlington.
So
Arlington is further than Indiana.
let me quote what the mayor from Hammond said. He said the mayor of Hammond, Indiana says Chicago Bears have informed him they plan on making an announcement Thursday. Tom McDermott told them that there would be an announcement, but he was not informed what exactly the announcement was about. So it's up in the air.
So but a lot of people are saying that they are going over there, but you guys know, I mean, the McCaskies. I mean, of course, you probably do. Like, I grew up in Chicago, so the McCaskies are big in Chicago, and one of their things is like
Not George.
They want to. They are about Chicago, like everything's Chicago. But so the one thing is like, do we really think are they gonna move the team that their family like basically, made from the ground up hundreds of years ago?
They'll still be owning the team, right? It's not
But the thing is, like, they're not gonna move them, and that's what I feel like. They're not gonna move to state line.
They're loyal to Illinois.
Yeah, they're super loyal, but the way the governor's been treated, I'm not gonna lie, the governor's been treating them like shit.
See, and that's why one of those things, or it was always up in the air because.
Because I mean, the McCaskies, they've been really vocal about how much they've been like the way they've been treated, and a lot of fans are pissed.
So, what would make them have to like what would, I guess, Hammond, Indiana have to do to convince them to be like, no, you're Hammond Bears or Indiana Bears down in South Chicago? Like,
I think what would happen is if they give them, they give them they give them everything. They give them money to do the roads, like they pay for everything. And I think that's what Indiana is trying to do, is trying to roll out the red carpet for them. Is we're going to pay for the stadium. We're going to pay for the roads to get there. Because if you see where they're going to build it, it's a shit show. Like, there's nothing there.
It's the Spurs East Side thing.
It's worse. It's worse. There's nothing around there. But
that's the benefit side for, like, in the Chicago owners' eyes, right? It's like it's nothing there, so that means when you travel, you got nothing to worry about. You're still kind of in Chicago. But
the thing is, you're only like 10 miles away. You're literally down the street from Chicago. But the thing is that the governor is telling them, like, we're going to build a mall. We're going to build stuff around the stadium. And I think San Antonio would be a good example on promises that were never made.
Yeah, that's not a lie.
Yeah, so I think Chicago does need to be like, look, look what the Spurs, they promised them, all this stuff that was going to be built around the west side.
But to be fair, on the other flip of the coin, the Bears were promised Arlington, this beautiful new side, and all this other stuff. So it's like, well, which is it? What are we getting? Like, which one? Who feel like? Because I do feel like if Chicago owners feel like lied to, betrayed, and all that stuff, they'll go ahead and pull the trigger. Like, if they feel too disrespected, like, they'll do it.
And I think that's where it gotten. So that's where it has gotten, that they've been treated like shit, because the Bears own Arlington now. They own it. The only thing I think that's been going on is that Chicago said they'll pay for the stadium. All they want was for the city to help them pay for the roads, because there's not a lot of roads to get back there to where the stadium is going to be built, and that's where that's where they're butting heads. And Chicago said, we'll pay for the stadium, but we just need. And I also think it's because they're trying to get like a little leeway with getting a tax write-off or something like that. I don't know, something that has to do with taxes. We're going off subject, but I just seen that right now.
No, I mean, we're already at the end of the show, so it's not a big deal. But that is an interesting news that pops up tomorrow. Alex might be a fan of the Indiana Bears. It's ugly to say, bro.
It doesn't. Yeah, I don't like it.
I already don't like the Indiana Pacers. Now you gotta make me call the Indiana Bears.
Ugh.
It's all right. We got our own battle over here with Gina La Cochina. She's still trying to stop the new stadium from being made. It's too late, girl. It's over. It's over. But we'll see, man. All right. Well, so far, Milton, we've now done 6 top 15 list, 6 divisions were completed. We got 2 more to go. How are you feeling, Milton?
Oh, now it's easy. Now it's easier trying to. Well, not the top 15, but the division. It's easier because all you have to do is go back to like what you had. You start penciling that in, and then you just continue. That's easier.
So I've noticed, like, I think I messed up last week, or so I messed up recently.
Yeah, it'll happen.
I think I posted something. I think it was when I posted the Saints, or maybe something before it. And I already know I contradicted myself on the game, and I'm like, fuck shit.
Yeah.
So
that's why I keep these little things.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is maybe sometime later this week when I'm not house hunting, or trying to maybe practice and warm up for fucking combine next week. I think I'm gonna actually sit down and do the 285 game prediction.
Oh shit!
Again, yeah, I did it last year.
That was kind of fun, though. Not gonna lie, it was kind of stressful though.
Like watching it.
Not watching, but like.
Oh yeah, I sent you the link. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of stressful.
That was fun, but I think I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna post clips to give my final verdict because I know I only predicted some, and then we can do an episode because we're still in August. We're still got a month away before the season starts. So y'all want to do in 3 weeks after we've done all the division top 15 minutes? You want to do the final like division winners, wild card teams, and all that stuff? We'll announce who we think, and that's it.
Yep. Sounds good.
We'll do that in 3 weeks. Next week, the fun really begins for all Dallas Cowboys fans. Next week, it's NFC East.
Nice.
And our top 15 tight ends today. Now, I'll tell you right now, guys. Top 10, probably the most competitive. 11 through 15, the oldest.
Yeah. Well, the tight end's gonna be. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Colston Loveland's gonna be the best tight end in the league.
Man, on fantasy, he is going so early. I don't know if that's smart for people.
I'm still having a tough time whether if I should keep him at the 11th round or just let him fall.
Hey man, looking at, and you can't always take it too serious. I think that's the best bet because the other bet you had is Hampton, right? I think Hampton, fantasy wise, can have his peaks, but where he's being drafted, I don't know.
They're drafted like second or third.
Right, but what Mike McDaniel said, he's going to utilize the running backs, which he's had in the past. It might not.
Yeah, he's kind of fucked HM with the whole Mostert shit, and that's a little.
So I think Loveland might be a better bet, but I don't know.
I might still draft Hampton if he's available later on. If he's early. Yeah, we'll see. It depends what I need.
I'm looking forward to the 22nd. I'm about to bust heads and take names.
All right.
You never played football before or soccer.
He's real confident for a first time.
You already know who you want to pick for goalie?
I'll pick whoever. But I for sure want to kick a ball right through Jeff so he could go into the goal. And
so Jeff would be your goalie. Yeah. Or unless you
that's beautiful.
And turn around and just kick him in the head.
Do it. Yeah. Just do it just because he wasn't my goalie.
Whatever I put. I thought I never played football before, so I thought 60 yards was shorter.
You got me make. What was it, Mikey? You made Mikey all mad. Like, shut up.
I didn't think of
your team
the
hates the 60-yard vote. By the way, your team hates it.
Am my team full of fats or no?
Well, Trey lost half of himself.
Yes, for sure.
Marco still got that D cup. Tony's athletic. Jay's athletic. I told Milton earlier. Jay is like Timu Saquon because he used to play soccer. Maybe he still does. So he has quads, so he can go.
Who's that?
Jay. You never met him. Because he's never shown up to the combine before. And then who's your other teammate? Mikey's a great disc golfer.
What the hell is that?
Disc golf, is that when they throw the disc
frisbee into the chain? It's like golf.
That's disc golf.
Yeah, it's real. Go look it up. It's real.
Well, it is real because where I used to stay, they had a whole thing.
And he plays it competitively.
The competitive part is kind of crazy to me, but it is pretty skillful though. Shites out. It's hard. It's kind of hard to do. I tried it.
To get a frisbee like the length of a golf. Golf.
It's not difficult on the body. It's just hard to do
butt
it.
cracks. All that good shit.
Like I tell everybody, give me a week to learn it, and I'll beat you.
Oh, freaking do it! Oh man, I'll do it. I want to see it. I want to see you get good.
I got Milton, who's not as fit as he was once before. You got me, who's never been fit. You got Jeff, who's a cardio machine because he does cycle.
Okay.
James is a baller at basketball, but like I say, last year's his athleticism in football was nice to watch, and I think he's lost weight since last year. I think that's what he's told us. We got Tim. Tim always wins the combines every year.
Tim always wins. Whose team is he on? Chi-Town's?
No, ours. They got his brother Tony, who he'll be great too. For them.
All right.
Who was our last teammate? I have us popped up on the combine. Kevin. Oh, Kevin. Kevin's our best player. Kevin and Tim are going to be our best players.
That's barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert.
Oh man, I can't wait to see how y'all are. I
think if I had to rank like everyone's athleticisms,
I can't wait.
I think for Team Alex, number 1 would probably be Jay. Number 2 would be Tony. Number 3 would be I'll give it to Alex because Alex played more sports. Then 4, Mikey. 5, Trey, and then 6, Marco.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't want to guard Marco then. Never mind.
Well, was Marco? I don't trust kickers. Respectfully, I don't trust kickers. We're still live, by the way, guys. I hope you enjoyed all this trash talk. Number 1 on my team, I would say it's Kevin. Number 2, I would say Tim. 3, James.
Get out of here. I'm gonna race everybody. And we're gonna find out who's really the most
I'm going by
here.
analysis that I've seen, Milton.
Oh yeah, you've never seen me. Fair enough. Right.
4, I would have to say Jeff. 5, I would say Milton, and then 6, me.
Kick rocks.
But Milton, again, it's because I've never seen you. I've never seen you in person, dog.
Milton, can you catch a football?
I could catch a football. I can throw a football.
Then you already have better than the guys.
Where can you throw a football?
I could throw a football. You're
elite in this group right here.
Alex, if we're talking about last year, from what you saw, Alex, because you obviously you couldn't
trash. We're garbage, dude. I was like, what the fuck are we doing?
I love this.
My analysis kind of right though, like where I have people ranked.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
it's pretty accurate.
Okay, obviously, you've never met Jay or Tony, so me putting them ahead of you probably like kind of insults you. But like, I've seen them. So I'm going by that.
Oh man, I can't. This is gonna be beautiful, guys. All right, we're gonna get to have fun, meet each other, get that competitive itch.
I don't know why I put Mikey ahead of Trey. I actually swapped that. Trey's 4, Mikey's 5.
Hey, Trey's pretty athletic, man. He is. He for a big dude last year where he was like running.
Bro, he smoked Kevin on that freaking crosser, and he got Milton. We were bragging about this last year. I don't remember.
Yeah, you did tell me.
Tippy toed, caught that shit out of range.
Y'all were high on Trey.
I said if Trey barbecue chicken, Kevin, I'm for sure is
okay. But to be fair, Trey's like 6'1", Kevin's like 5'10". So to be fair, it's like
okay. Yeah. The height difference, that's a little rough. I want to get hopefully I can guard somebody a little my size. I hope.
What's your size, Milton?
I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10", 5'11". Yeah, I'll guard Chi-Town. That'll be so fun. Yes, that'll be so fun. Yeah. Because then if I beat him or he beats him, we'll be able to talk for freaking years after that.
God, who's the shortest on my team? Is it you or Tim?
I'm 5'10", so do it that.
Tim's not you, Kevin, and Tim might be about the same heights.
If me and him are the shortest, jeez, what do y'all got? Giants?
Me and James are the tallest, and then Jeff. What's Jeff? Is he about close to my height, Alex?
No, he's shorter. He's like about 5'8", 5'10", maybe.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah. Ask him. He's like 5'10", 5'8".
I'm gonna look at our photos. No, he's like an inch shorter than Trey, and Trey's about 6 foot.
He's probably like 5'10".
So he's about 5'11", maybe about 6 foot. Okay. Yeah, because when you look at these photos, hold on, I'm trying to get them there. Like Jeff's right there by Trey, so.
Yeah.
But it's his head though. His head is like shaped like
All right, Chi-Town. Okay, what are we? We're talking about height. Now you're talking about head shape. What are we doing? Oh, that adds to the. Okay,
Yeah.
I think I get what you're doing.
So like the baby alien heads, like this,
So
you know?
I'm gonna bring obviously my I'm gonna get a tripod big enough so like we can record the whole like matchups.
Very cool,
But
dude.
I'm also gonna mic everybody up because I want to get everyone talking shit to each other.
Oh God! Oh yeah!
Throughout the game,
put me in Chi-Town. Put me in Chi-Town.
I'm giving everyone. I'm gonna give everyone a preview, and then when it's y'all's turn to do something, I'm gonna mic y'all up.
I'm gonna mic for sure. You gotta mic me up.
No, everyone's gonna take turns. Everyone's gonna take turns.
You should even mic me up when I'm on the sideline because I'm gonna be talking shit.
Yeah, put me. You know what? Yeah, put me against Chi-Town. All right, Chi-Town's pissed me off. Let's just do that. We'll see how much you talk. We'll see.
I'm a humble player for sure. As soon as like the thing I think gets me is when as soon as somebody starts talking, I'm like, oh.
Oh well, so you're gonna start it with me, huh? That's what you're gonna do. Okay.
Barbecue chicken alert. I just know
Heck
that.
Yeah, respect. All right, we'll see.
Are you bringing the wife and kids or no?
I think so. I think I'm gonna bring Addison for sure. I don't know if
Nice.
Jasmine's got to work that day. I think she has to work that day, but I'm gonna bring Addison.
He's
probably gonna be talking trash to y'all.
I should bring him down, dude.
Oh, that might get to me though. Damn it. Okay, no. Been distracted.
You're gonna have to bring Junior to counteract it, Milton.
Yeah. No, he'll get it. He'll get in my way too. They'll be double negative for me. No.
Julian's gonna run onto the field. Like, no, get out.
No. Hey, you dropped your lock, idiot. Yeah, but there, Chi-Town got a touchdown. Well,
the field's locked. Got it rented out, so we're good to go. I know.
Okay, so it's gonna be on grass, right?
It's grass.
Okay,
it's grass.
Cool.
You can wear your cleats if you want, or whatever. I'll wear my work boots. I don't give a fuck. I'll wear cowboy boots. I don't care.
I was like, I don't want to wear cleats because I don't want to take it too serious. I'm just gonna.
No, you have to.
You might have to, dog.
Yeah,
this
because
game, you might
you
have
don't want to hurt you don't want to hurt yourself playing in regular tennis.
Trey's wife hurt herself on the 40 last year, dog. That's why I eliminated the 40.
Wear cleats. I mean, it's not being too serious. You just don't want to hurt yourself. I mean, think about it.
I haven't played football in a long time, Chi-Town. Long time.
You're gonna die.
I mean, to me, it doesn't matter, man. You don't want to hurt yourself.
I do need. Okay, all right, you got it.
You're gonna die, dog.
No, that's why I didn't want to take it too serious. Like I haven't played ball in a minute, so I don't
want you to be like, I was wearing shoes. That's why you burned me.
Yeah. Right. Okay, you're right. Let me wear cleats. You're right, Chi-Town. You talked me into it.
You're a freaking loser. I'm probably gonna show. I'm probably gonna wake up at 5 or 5:30, and I'm probably show up at the field at 7.
No, yeah, me too. I'm gonna show up early, and if I'm the first one there, I better get extra points. I fucking live like an hour away.
You're not gonna get extra points. I said what I said. If you show up extra time, that's your fault.
That's you. When does it start again? I didn't see.
8 a.m.
8. Okay, easy.
Don't be late.
7, 8.
Minus 10 points every 15 minutes.
All right. 8 a.m.
That's what, like a 20 minute drive for you?
78212. I'm in Converse. Yeah, it ain't far at all, dude.
Yeah,
212 is not far. Yeah.
Alex actually he's the farthest fucking Marco's coming in from Houston.
Damn! Shout out to you and Marco.
He's gonna be with his mom.
He's supposed to come in from Houston, dog.
Yeah, but he's gonna stay with his mom.
No, he stays with his dad. I think he stays with his dad.
That's even closer, I think.
See, James has no excuse, by the way. James, I love you if you're watching this, like whenever, if you ever do.
Oh,
like,
that motherfucker.
James is off 281. Like he has no excuse. Like,
this is off right there. Yeah, exactly.
But he's gonna be late. You know, traditionally, just like every other.
Yeah. I knew he was doing it. Traditionally,
no lies attached.
If he is, and he's the only one, my half of me is gonna be so disappointed.
I'm just letting you know right now, you're going to be.
I know for the most part where everyone lives, coming from this, or at least already previously, at least the latest stuff.
Sure.
Marco's the farthest. Then it's a competition between Jay and Alex because Jay's coming from Austin. Alex is coming in from obviously Pleasanton, so they're kind of like neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone else is kind of in the vicinity. You know, Tim and Tony and Kevin, they all live on the freaking 151 west side. So that's it. But everyone else is relatively close. Like James has no excuse. It's 281 straight shot. He's coming out of city base. He has a straight shot. There's nothing to stop him unless there's an accident downtown.
Yeah.
Nothing otherwise.
Well, he better not. He better not be too late, dude. That will mess up my momentum. And then I'm just going to want to start racing y'all. That's going to deteriorate.
This is why we're not doing the 40. What's wrong?
I know. I'm just saying that I'm going to want to do something.
No, we're gonna start. We're gonna start without him. Like we're not.
Okay.
We're not gonna wait for people because last year we waited for him, and like I said, it was an hour 15. This year we're not doing that shit.
Okay, cool.
That's why we're penalizing tardiness.
Good.
And I haven't even like confirmed whether or not we should even let them have a shot at doing all the activities we had already done. Probably not, honestly. I'll probably just penalize them for it.
What are we gonna do first?
The throws.
Good. Okay.
Not gonna lie. My base throwing the baseball has been fucking up my football throw for sure.
Well, my hips are dead for the last 6 years, so throwing
I gotta warm up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I threw the ball 20 yards, a football 20 yards, and it hurt my arm. I was like, fuck, I gotta stop throwing.
No, I threw the ball at the combine a few weeks ago at Kevin's combine last month. I threw like 35 yards, and I'm fucking like,
oh man, yeah, I gotta practice. Oh god,
yeah,
I think I could throw. It's been so long, maybe I can't. Oh god.
I mean, I loosened up right there, but I hadn't practiced like all week long or anything like that. So,
so yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go buy a football, start throwing it, see how far I could throw it. Go there. I still got it. See, I can't. Yeah, my kicking game. That's where I'm gonna be a child, dude. It's not gonna be good.
Now, my punt at Kevin's. We have like 2 tries. We're gonna do that here too. We're gonna give everyone 2 tries to do something.
Cool.
My first punt would have hit the damn video boards at a game inside the arena because it went fucking high as hell. Didn't go. Only went about like 20 yards, and then my second kick went about 40. So I was like, all right, but I didn't kick it as high then. So. I don't have no control of my kicks. I just kick. We're not doing field kicks. We don't.
Whenever you're the quarterback, are we just freestyling it, or is it like, hey, I get to call the play? Y'all do this.
You can call the play if you want. I won't know what the fuck you're talking about. Maybe sometimes.
No, I'm just gonna tell you where to go. That's all.
Kevin brought a binder with plays on it.
Really?
Combine, yeah. So you can do that if you want.
I'm not gonna do that. I respect that though. That's crazy. All right.
my
Did his team win?
His team won, yes. They beat us 3-2.
Shout out to Kevin. Heck yeah. He had plays. That's so funny.
No, he did. To be fair. He also got a pick 6 off me, to be fair, too. That also helped.
Dang.
I'm not a quarterback, though. So whatever happens,
I'm not a quarterback.
I'm not. I'm a tight end. I'll tell you that. If I had played anything in football and on offense, it would have been tight end.
Oh, that's all I'm going to be looking for.
I don't know why.
Matchups.
Maybe it's because I'm watching on football. I can run routes past motherfuckers. No one will throw it to me because the quarterback's blind when I'm wide open.
Oh, I'm running
past these motherfuckers. I will. I think you saw last year. I ran past these motherfuckers and no one got me the ball.
Yeah, he was always open. I'm like, can nobody see this fucking the tallest man on the field?
I got you. And you're the tall. Oh,
Marco
yeah. Easy money.
The middle, and I was outside, wide open, touchdown, game winner.
I can't wait to see Marco throw.
It's not pretty.
It's not pretty.
Wait.
Like just the way he throws, or just he can't throw.
I love him. He sucks. Drive number 5, guys. Drive number 5. That's Marco.
I'm at the end. What? I'm like 8 or something.
I'm last too.
Yes, you're 8.
Damn.
Alex is 9, and I'm 10.
I'm the closer, man.
Is that good for us though? That's probably everybody's gonna be fatigued.
It just
but
depends
so is
who
your
still
offense.
has the legs. Yeah, it depends who has the legs.
Yeah,
I'll get my guys in position to score. Don't worry.
I'll allow everyone to get some breaks after each drive. Like
I just
like
need
after every 2 drives. I'll say after every 2 drives.
Give me some Gatorade.
I don't know why everybody's like, oh my god, it's a lot of drives, bro. By the second play is gonna be a pick.
Okay, my thing was why is Trey agreeing with them? When I've already explained this multiple times, it's not going to be at like crazy. It's not like a 4-hour game. It's a 4-hour combine. It's not a 4-hour game.
Right.
We're venting on live for fun. Fuck y'all.
Puro Pinche Sports.
More game. I think this is. No, I think it'll be fine. I think 12 drives is fine for a bunch of 30 to 40-year-olds. Yes, I think this is fine, Alex.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
The youngest is Marco, and he's a kicker. And we're not kicking during the game.
He's really a kicker, or y'all just labeling him?
No. Yeah.
That's what he was.
He punted. Like I told you, he punted like 85 yards last year.
Well,
yeah, he could punt.
Damn. Okay.
He's a field goal.
Good at least he's good. He's going to be good at something.
He's a punter and a kicker. Yeah. But we're not doing any of that other than the punting. So he does. His abilities aren't going to be there. I guess the penalty kicks, maybe.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
I might not even be in the goal spot. I might just let y'all score on me. I don't want to get knocked out.
I don't either. I might bring I might bring a
universal goalie
mask.
gloves. I just buy big gloves so that way.
Just so I can get a grip, because otherwise
I might wear
you
a
got
cup
it.
for that session. I might wear a cup for that one.
You're not breaking my nose, dude. You're not breaking it.
It's like that thing. I'm already married because I don't have to worry about photo shoots or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think I did the penalty kicks more for Alex and Jeff. I think I did it more for them. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
If Jeff doesn't pick Alex, then if Alex doesn't pick Jeff, I'm gonna be mad. Honestly, I need to pick against each other.
Y'all are funny. Yeah, I want to see y'all together for sure. Marco's on Alex's
I'm gonna
team,
wear
right?
a Ronaldo jersey when I do it. I have jerseys for each event.
Oh my
God! Oh, this guy pissed me off again. Damn it!
I might have to order a shirt for because I have a jersey, but I'm not gonna wear it the whole damn time. It's hot.
When I got a Drew Bledsoe Patriots jersey, so whenever I go to quarterback, I'm gonna put that on.
You're gonna get hurt.
And I wore the Tom Brady jersey, and I'm gonna make sure I win the rings and you fucking on the injury reserve.
Nah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what should have happened.
Okay.
No, he went to a Super Bowl. He got his ass whooped by the Packers.
Yep.
No, I'm gonna show
He's a loser. He's a loser. He's a loser.
I hope Jeff brings his Messi jersey when we play soccer.
I thought you were gonna say something else. I thought you were gonna say, I hope he brings his wife and kids so they can see.
What the hell?
So they could see him cry in front of it. I don't know whether you're gonna go there. But.
You should bring your kids though. I'll take Addison.
I'll try to bring Julian. I just don't know if he'll wake up that early. He's not that.
Addison, just tell him Addison will be there. I'll probably tell Addison to take his game with him. So I could play. But if there's is there not a playground around there, right?
No, it's a whole there's 3 baseball fields. I mean, not playground yet, no. But yeah, they'll be able to run around.
There's field. Yeah, there's field.
If they get tired, I can call up Viviana to pick them up.
Yeah, I'll take Addison for sure.
How old is he?
Should I buy an AJ Brown or Drake May shirt for the next week?
Addison 6.
6. Okay. Oh man, everybody's just around the same age. Okay, I might bring him. He's 6. Yeah, I might bring him. But I say AJ Brown, Jose. If you're the receiver, if you're so good at receiving,
I might cut up the sleeves. I might cut up the sleeves.
Respect.
So
we don't have to play in the jersey though, right?
No.
Okay, I'll bring the jersey, but I'm gonna play
you can
like
a shirt.
regular t-shirt.
You just wear a shirt.
Yeah, a regular t-shirt, dude. Yeah. I want to be a little loose.
The shirt's pricey, but it's got a little discount. Make it $4.
Kyler Murray jersey. I got a Kyler Murray jersey.
Why?
New starter of the Minnesota Vikings.
No, it's I got the Cardinals one.
Oh, well, I know.
See, he just shows he's a real fan. He was a fan of them before. He was
It's actually my brother's. So I took it from him.
Oh my god!
It was on sale.
I'll put you on a payment plan because I don't want to pay all up front.
All right, fellas, I gotta go.
All right, fellas, guys, this is Puro Pinche Sports, and we went Puro Dark for long just to talk shit to each other. Love it, guys. For the Professor Axel Cruz, for the Big King Milton Win. I almost said, guys. Let's see. I remember this time, Milton. We are Puro Pinche Sports, and we are out.
Night, fellas. You have a good one. We'll see you guys
later, bro. See you, dude.